Good afternoon. This is Paul Keels. Blue Jackets close their regular season tonight, hosting Washington at Nationwide Arena. 7 o'clock faceoff here on the Fan. Both teams eliminated for the postseason possibilities with Philadelphia's win over Carolina last night. Meanwhile, Diamond Dog Night at Huntington Park tonight with the Columbus Clippers hosting Iowa. Cleveland Guardians go for 2 wins in a row, and they host St. Louis. They play at St. Louis tonight. Cleveland tied for first in the AL Central with Minnesota. Cincinnati begins a home series with San Francisco tonight. The Reds 1 game out of first in the National League Central. NBA's postseason begins tonight with a pair of play-in tournament games. Miami will be at Charlotte. Portland plays at Phoenix. Cleveland begins their postseason Saturday against Toronto. This update brought to you by BMI Federal Credit Union. Voted best credit union for the past 8 years in a row by CBUS Top Picks. Visit BMIFCU.org to learn more. Breaking sports news when it happens on the Fan, Ohio sports destination.
You're about to enter a land of audio delight so awesome that you'll drop all important obligations to get your daily fix. Even Marconi, inventor of the radio, couldn't have imagined the pleasures that are about to invade your ear hole.
Oh, yes.
Try as you might, there's no escape. Let's begin.
How? Good afternoon.
This is Common Man and Timmy.
Doing good, Mike.
Featuring Panama Ted.
Too hot.
With special guests, Nicole Sheeran.
Yeah, dog.
Jen Winters.
I will kick you in the junk.
Jeff Rimmer.
I will be around to haunt you forever.
And Chris Collinsworth.
I mean, are you kidding me?
Broadcasting live from the corner of Cracky and Sacky.
Excuse me.
Here's Common Man and Timmy.
They don't know what the they're doing.
Happy Tuesday. Welcome in. Hello, good, clean boy.
Hello, Common Man. How are you?
It is girthy today.
Oh, yeah.
Not thick.
Oh, no.
Not what I have.
Like 3 or 4 C's.
3 or 4 C's.
Thick.
Oh.
Thick with 3 or 4 C's. That's very thick.
Matt Khalil.
Yes. Coke cans.
2 Coke cans.
Double Coke cans.
Inside the Buckeyes at 3:46. See you next Tuesday with Jen Winters. Jen is very excited about something. That is coming up at 4 o'clock. Rapid fire at 4:30. And Timmy Time at 5:30. What's the game this week, Timmy?
Well, I mean, it might not be so much as a game. I'll ask a couple of questions to you, but it doesn't necessarily have to be trivia. It's just Timmy Time.
That's right.
So we did. I chose to do a little man in the office today. You know, you've heard of the old kind of bits where it's man on the street.
But I'm man in the office. Common
Right.
man in the office.
Right.
You're boy in the office.
Okay. B in the O.
B in the O.
B in the O.
How you doing over there, Teddy?
I'm doing good, Mike.
How you doing, Tris?
Doing good, Mike.
So basically what that is I've gone around and I've conversed with a lot of our fan friends, and we're talking about the NFL draft.
Okay.
We're trying to get a read, and I think we know the answer, but you want confirmation. Who is the biggest draft bust of all time? And some other draft questions, tidbits sprinkled in. So look forward to that at 5:30 here tonight.
There's a lot of guys on that list, man.
It's a big list.
A lot of guys on that list. My team has drafted quite a few of those guys.
Yeah.
The Chicago Bears.
Who comes to mind then?
For the Bears?
Right off the top of your mind,
well,
as a Chicago Bears fan,
there's so many.
who brings the most pain to you? I think of RG3, and he wasn't necessarily a draft bust, but the results all the same. You moved mountains to get him, and then you had one good season. He was injured, and then he never got his mental capacity back to the same place ever again. You guys who are Cleveland Browns fans got to, I say enjoy. You wanted to enjoy his services, but it was more of the same, and he never found that magic that he had as a rookie.
Mitch Trubisky was
Mitchell, yeah.
was one of those guys.
For sure.
There's just so many of them. We were talking about Curtis Enos the other day.
Curtis Enos.
Curtis Enos was a top 10 pick by the Bears.
He had to be a top 10
No, but I think
pick, yeah.
as much as he says he's not and he's going to like punch people out, how does the conversation not start and end with Jamarcus Russell?
Exactly. So
I'll tell you one that people
we'll
sort of
see
sleep
if
on.
anybody outdoes him.
Only because he's been so irrelevant. And that's Josh Rosen.
Yeah.
I mean, he wasn't a number 1 pick, and we could be looking at.
I think he was around 10th or so.
We could be looking at one right now in Anthony Richardson.
There are so many guys, though. If you're not the number 1 overall pick, you really had to be a much talked about guy.
Do you have to be a top 5 pick?
Yeah,
to be considered one of the biggest busts of all time.
I think so. To be one of the biggest of all time, because RG3, he was picked second. But I think we all recognized in most other drafts he would have gone number 1 overall, and he was starting to get some talk around one of the most transcendent draft picks we've ever discussed in Andrew Luck. I don't think you should take that guy over me. And they didn't wind up picking RG3 over Andrew Luck. I guess you could say good for them, but Luck also barely made it to 30 and had a ton of injuries, and they didn't really get a lot out of his game. So there's maybe a different category you could discuss.
You wouldn't call him a bust.
Different category, maybe most disappointing draft picks of all time because he was so good and proved it on the field a couple of times with 40 touchdown pass seasons, but you never got ultimate success out of him. But RG3 being a 2 overall, Anthony Richardson, and you say Josh Rosen, you can start to think of a lot of guys like a Josh Rosen that were in that mix, that were down the line. Maybe more recently, Trey Lance, Carson Wentz.
Definitely Trey Lance. Definitely.
Trey Lance, Carson Wentz. I had another guy on the tip of my tongue who was in that same mold.
Like RG3, Carson Wentz at one point was looked at as that could be the best quarterback in the league.
He was going for maybe an MVP that year.
Now
he got hurt.
That went away quickly.
Yep.
But unlike other guys who never even got out of the starting blocks, those guys at least flirted with greatness.
A lot of quarterbacks like that, though. They get picked in that top 10 or top 15, top 12 that really do just start to fall by the wayside. It just proves to you it's really, really hard to do. To go into that league, even our guy CJ Stroud, he's fighting for his life right now to not be one of those. Justin Fields, what do you say about him? He's still getting a job, and that actually is saying a lot.
Yeah, no,
that you were still brought in and paid lots of money to be a backup quarterback.
Bust, given where he was drafted, but he's not going to be on the list of the biggest busts of all time.
No, and he was picked number 11.
Jamarcus Russell was out of the league in 2 years.
Out of the league by 25.
Look, I think Johnny Manziel needs to be in the conversation. Now, he doesn't fit any other criteria as far as number 1 pick, top 5 pick, anything like that. But when you factor in the whole story, the fact that no one was going to choose him in the first 4 rounds of that draft.
No.
And the owner got some sort of something from a homeless guy to draft Johnny Manziel.
And that really...
the way that it turned out.
I suppose, are we surprised that somebody, when that whole circus was over and done with, that someone did take a stab at him in the first round? That, to me, isn't the most surprising thing because of the money sides and just the moxie that he brought. There really was, I think, a lot of mystery. Like, there were 2 sides of that fence where people thought, I think this guy's got game. You know, he's got mobility and he's got an arm. He can maneuver out there. So, I'll give him his fair shot because he's just a playmaker. And we clearly saw that
he
the
has
off-field
the stature of a master's gnome.
Yes,
lawn gnome.
Sure, very valuable then.
Oh, did you see the lawn gnome?
I seen it.
There was one from 2016.
The first year they made the gnomes.
Okay.
That's year 1 of the gnomes. That's why.
That just went up for auction and sold for more than $28,000.
Man.
I knew they were going for hundreds of dollars and
right,
like $1,000, but $28,000.
Yeah, depending on the gnome and what condition it's in, you might get low hundreds. You might get high hundreds, around 1,000. Maybe that's pretty regular. I don't know what year. I've talked about how I've got a line in the water on a master's gnome. I see it every time I go to my in-laws.
It's not a read. Your father-in-law has one.
He's got one, and it's sitting on his
I don't
bookcase.
know why you don't just knock this guy off.
Yeah.
All right. Hopefully he's got some cash. If not, you take the gnome. That's your inheritance right there. That is what you get for taking care of his daughter for 20 years.
How would you do it?
How would I kill him?
Yeah. Poisonous sausage? What about a poison brisket? That in which he'll never cook for me on that
That's
beautiful,
the ultimate irony.
on that beautiful Traeger.
All you want
he has
from
a
this man
Traeger smoker
is a brisket.
and he won't smoke
So you
a
invite
brisket.
him over for brisket, and you say, you call him Dad? What do you call him?
Papa J. Papa J.
Papa J.
Yep. Short for Papa John. No, his name's Jerry.
Papa J. Say, hey, Papa J, come on over. You know what? You've inspired me. You've inspired me to make a brisket almost as well as you, and I've been working on it.
Working on my craft. With
I've been
all I have is this
testing it
Weber
out.
kettle to cook a brisket on. It's
and I
very
really
difficult.
want you to come over for the first true brisket off of the kettle grill. And he'll come over, be all excited, and then poison.
Dead. Done.
Oh, guess didn't agree with you.
I just don't.
Take that gnome with me.
I don't understand why. That's the other thing too. Depending on when and if he goes. I mean, the Traeger model's probably going to be pretty dated. If he
When
goes
and
another
if
7,
he goes?
if he lives another 7 to 10 years, then I probably just need to get a new smoker.
It's
right?
not a matter of if. No one gets out alive, Timmy.
No, I'm aware of that, but how long would one keep their Traeger smoker? I mean, I'm sure they're built to last. They're quite expensive. They're a nice product. You want to hang on to that for 20, 25 years?
That's
Your
soldered
smoker?
well. Why not?
I'm sure. Yes, it is soldered well, but then there's some electrical components
that's
to it
true.
because you've got the feeder system now and the Bluetooth connectivity. But that's what I don't understand. It controls the means of heat, Mike. You don't have to be a wizard at this. You just set it.
I understand. That's why it's a good thing for the backyard barbecue enthusiast.
I'll buy the brisket. I know they can run pricey. It's because they're that good. They're succulent.
Ooh, moist.
I've had enough of the ribs.
Juicy. You've had enough ribs?
No, but I just want to change a pace.
You're flailing now. You're throwing things out that you don't even believe.
If you have ribs every single time you go, don't you think you'd like a change of pace and get the
Absolutely,
brisket?
but let's not besmirch the good name of ribs.
How about some smoked burgers?
I can't tell you I've ever had a really good one.
Love it with that smoky flavor.
Yeah?
Yeah. I think there's actually a restaurant out there that does everything on Weber grills.
No, there is. It's called the Weber Grill.
Weber Grill is the name of the restaurant?
Yeah, absolutely. I've been there before.
I've seen them in cities before.
I've been it.
Do we have one in town?
No.
That's too bad. Okay.
Show's over. We done, Ted, right?
See you, Ted.
Jake Diebler loses one to the portal. Details next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview. Come for the pizza, stay for the dive.
Out in the Zanesville area, there is an accident on eastbound I-70 after Underwood Street that's got the right lane blocked off. And on Hard Road, one more crash at Sawmill. This report is sponsored by Murphy Tractor. With John Deere construction equipment rattles from Murphy Tractor, nothing stands between you and a job well done. Need smart grade TopCon Trimble or attachments? Their rental fleet is always work ready. Learn more at murphytractor.com. I'm Eddie Zellick, 497.1 The Fan Traffic.
No one plans to get into an accident, but when it happens, we strive in making life easier for you. This is Justin Hinderer. The Hinderer Motor Company Collision Center is ICAR certified and certified by many manufacturers to provide the best quality repair available. All of our repairs come with a lifetime warranty. We have our own 24/7 towing service so you never have to wait. Plus, we offer on-site rental cars for every lifestyle. At Hinderer Motor Company, we love what moves you.
Working your way through that home projects list, that means more flushes, more showers, more fiddling with the thermostat. Trust the pros at the Waterworks with your plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling needs. Our certified pros can repair or replace your air conditioner or furnace. Clogs? Call the Waterworks. Drain issues? Call the Waterworks. Plumbing problems? Call the Waterworks. HVAC breakdowns? Call the Waterworks. The Waterworks. Trusted and certified plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling experts.
Great Lakes Hyundai. The savings are so good.
Spurring into savings at Great Lakes Hyundai. Right now, drive your new Hyundai with payments as low as $94 per month for a 2-year lease. Get spring lease savings on every model from Elantra to Palisade. Plus, every new Hyundai comes with owner assurance and America's best warranty. A 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain coverage. Dublin or Columbus or glakeshyundai.com. With approved credit. Payment on 26 Elantra SC. $39.95 down plus tax title first month's payment. 7,500 miles per year ends $430.
If your garage door clashes with your home, like the guy wearing socks and sandals, We are Deluxe Door Systems. For over 30 years, we've been transforming the look of people's homes with beautiful Clopay doors for less than you think. DeluxeDoorSystems.com.
With over 33 years of experience, Newman Roofing has become a household name in Central Ohio. Voted best roofing company 4 years in a row, Newman Roofing delivers a white glove experience every time. When it comes to your roof, call 614-NEW-ROOF or visit newmanroofing.com today.
Hop into savings this spring with Ohio Mulch. Right now, save $100 on home delivery orders, but only for a limited time at ohiomulch.com. What sets Ohio Mulch apart? Our premium pine bark mulch made from high-quality southern pine from South Georgia. It lasts longer and creates the perfect pH for acidic-loving plants like hydrangeas and azaleas. Better mulch, better results. Shop now at ohiomulch.com.
Ohio Mulch, landscape supply, cleaner, greener, better.
What can ADP do for small business? We help answer the business questions, like how do you track employee time? How do you do payroll taxes? Or what does compliance even mean? So small businesses can focus on bigger questions. Now florists can ask, can we invent another holiday to sell bouquets? Pizza shops can ask, how do we stuff a calzone into a pizza crust? And pool cleaners can ask, what is that thing in the filter? These are the questions you can focus on when ADP takes care of the business of your small business. ADP for small business.
Last year, Eric Reeser and T-Bone staged the first annual Fan 5K. People had a good time and no one died. So we decided to do it all again. It all goes down Saturday, June 20th in Otterbein.
Presented by the Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center.
Will Reeser's muscular calves explode? Will T-Bone's beard choke him while running? More importantly, will Tyvus Common Man and Timmy make total fools of themselves? Maybe. Magic 8 Ball says, signs point to yes. Register today at 971therace.com.
This is Lieutenant Governor Jim Tressel. If you're driving and take a quick glance at your phone, more can happen than you might think. Because taking your eyes off the road for even just a moment is like driving the entire length of a football field blind. Don't let those few seconds distract you from what's right in front of you. Phones down, eyes up, Ohio.
Do you want a job that is flexible, secure, and fun? It also offers excellent pay and is ranked as one of the best jobs in America, too. I'm talking about being a dental hygienist. And all you have to do is complete a 2-year program after high school. Visit ODA.org to learn more and to start helping people love their smile. This message is brought to you by the members of the Ohio Dental Association.
For the ones who get it done, Graeter offers the professional grade products you need, delivered when and where you need them. Call, click Graeter.com, or just stop by.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Chances of showers and thunderstorms develop this afternoon, otherwise partly cloudy to mostly cloudy with highs in the low 80s and breezy winds. We'll see partly cloudy skies tonight with overnight lows in the 60s. And then for Wednesday, we do have a chance of showers and thunderstorms again in the afternoon. Otherwise, partly sunny, breezy, and warmer with highs in the mid to upper 80s. For the Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with the 10 weather impact forecast.
The Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus is the official sportsbook sponsor of Common Man and Timmy. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
Settle into the cuck chair.
That's right.
Daddy likes to watch.
I'm your daddy.
Here's Common Man and Timmy.
Daddy, what are you doing?
Oh, I got to tell you about a movie that I've been waiting to watch for 30 years last night.
30 years?
I'm telling you, it's one of those movies that's always been on my list. I never got around to it.
Lived up to the hype.
I do want to tell you first about my friends and your friends at Tri-State Men's Health. It's a great time of year to just get your body right if you're a dude out there. You remember that first time you failed to perform in the bedroom? It's lousy, right?
Lousy.
Probably laughed it off. But then you realized when you looked in the mirror and looked around that it's probably pretty serious.
She wasn't laughing.
No, she's not laughing.
She's crying in the corner.
And that thing that you could be laughing about or trying to is erectile dysfunction, the dreaded ED. Well, Tri-State Men's Health, they are experts at treating erectile dysfunction. They have success rates well over 90%, and some of their treatments can even have you last an hour or more. Dear God. They use advanced medical science. Can you believe that? and we traveled to the moon, and we got Tri-State using advanced medical science to empower male performance with therapies that go far beyond the pills.
All those astronauts, too, by the way, as they were circling the dark side of the moon, rock hard, including the female. Rock hard.
We don't know how it happened, but medical science, it leads to some answers that we never knew were even there. TriStateMen'sHealth.com, that's the website. Start looking around. That initial visit, $99. You get the TMPSA test, all the goodies. If medically advised, a test dose. If that doesn't work in the office, the good news is your visit is free. And you could be doing it the day after your appointment. All right, we've all got those movies, right? That I know if you listen to the show before us, AR sort of keeps a running list of movies that Matty Ice and the loose cannon, Cole Bartemus, have to watch. Now, they're becoming better at knowing what he's quoting just because the entire show is just one giant movie quote, but they've got a list compiled of things they have to watch. Still one for a basketball guy that's high on my list that I can admit I've never seen is He Got Game, the movie with Denzel Washington. Oh, okay, all right. And Ray Allen. Never seen that movie start to finish.
Ray Allen got a lot of credit for that movie. I thought he was sort of a crappy actor.
I just think that because I'm such a basketball guy and that was a mainstream movie, that's odd that I've never seen that one. That's a strange one. So staying in that same era of time, right in the meaty part of the 90s, this movie came out right in the middle in 1995 and is regarded as one of the best action flicks, not just of the 90s, but of the last 30 or 40 years. I'm talking about Heat with Al Pacino, with regular aged Robert De Niro. I feel like everything.
You ain't seen Heat?
I ain't ever seen Heat. And I've been thinking about it, looking at clips of it, reading things about it my entire life. And so when I finally sat and watched it all the way through, all these different things are connecting. You talk about an all-star cast. Didn't even get Val Kilmer out there.
Dead.
Ashley Judd is in that movie. Dennis Haysbert, who's Pedro Serrano from Major League, and President David Palmer.
That's right. From 24.
First season or two of 24. Anyway, it's a little long. It's almost 2 hours and 50 minutes. So that's a good, hefty movie. But it hits like that. The shootout in the street scenes. I don't know if you're going to find a movie that just does bad guys and cops shootout better than that and has that sense of realism to it. Very crafty thieves, bank robbers, they're robbing metal factories, whatever they're doing.
You discovered it after 31 years.
And I realized this after the fact too, but we've been playing it here for a while and I've been a fan of this clip. Al Pacino is just one of the great screaming actors of all time. And that one clip is from Heat. Take a listen.
Why'd I get mixed up with that?
Because she got a great ass. And you got your head all the way up it. Jesus. When I think of asses, woman's ass, something comes out of me.
That's you, buddy.
How great is that clip?
That's a great line, man.
She got a great ass.
I think of a woman's ass. Something comes out of me.
I just love how there's more to that scene after he barks out that great ass. I'm like, oh, there's more?
She got a great ass.
Like, what is there to expand upon after that? I mean, he's interrogating. That's Hank Azaria. That's who that is sitting in the chair. It's a movie where it's like, oh, it's that guy. It's that guy. It's this gal. It's that gal. All throughout the movie. Ted Levine is in that movie. He's
it's a good movie.
Silence
Timmy.
of the Lambs, dude.
I like how you're just this movie from 1995. It's pretty good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. I'm just saying, am I not allowed to be excited
no,
about
you are. I'm happy
catching
for
an
you.
action movie? I mean, there's no rule that said I even had to watch it.
Talk about a bum in the portal.
All right,
please.
so let's transition to Buckeye basketball here. Matthew Grujicic.
She got a great ass.
He gone. You're probably saying, who the hell is Matthew Grujicic?
He had a cup of coffee. What did he play in it?
Cup of coffee?
Handful of games this year?
Is that even allowed to be referred to as a cup of coffee?
Oh, he did. He saw the floor.
Okay. Yeah, but in how many, like you said, how many games? He played like in a few games.
I'm going to say
he was
5.
non-existent. He averaged 1 point 0.8 rebounds and 0.3 assists. Now
he has stats.
The problem is that he had a lot of fanfare from the player he was on the international level, which does maybe make me pause and reassess when you're coming in with some FIBA experience, or like our guy that is coming in from Croatia right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, he actually played at Kentucky and had 16 starts under his belt, averages about 5 and 5. We talked on yesterday's show. I'd like to see more from the guy that we're bringing in to be our starting 5. And I also said maybe just a difference of opinions in the type of center that I would want to build around, as opposed to what Jake Diebler and this style of offense and having that 5 that can stretch the floor a little bit and knock down a 3. I'd like to see the 5s that have better 3-point shooting percentages if that's the guy we're going to go with. But this was disappointing to see all this international experience that Graeter had. Should have been like a nice combo guard type of dude that could create his own shot, that could also get others involved. And you really just saw nothing of him. And there were pockets of this season where you're looking around and saying, who can possibly give them minutes? Can anybody out here off the bench desire to make a shot, actually seek an open look, and then knock it down? We just never had that. Tayson Chapman, he was here for a minute, had his little, I guess, what do you call it, little spike where he, scored 8 or 10 points a couple of times off the bench. Then poof, that vanished and you never saw it again. Gabe Cupps barely ever looked for his shot. When he did, he was clanking them until late in the year. He had a game or two where he scored 5 points, I think, against Michigan. He did that.
The easy answer is probably none of those guys were any good.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah, I have to believe that. They would have put him out there. Yeah.
I would think so. But, I mean, we've seen it before where there's just a case of guys aren't communicating properly. There's not a lot of development there. I mean, you brought up the transfer portal and what we've seen the last couple of years. And it hasn't been great. And I just wonder, is that a us problem? Is that a them problem? Is that just unlucky?
Yes. No, yeah. The answer is yes.
To all of it?
Yes, the answer is yes. You have to look at it that way until this program goes out there and has a season and they show you and I and all the Buckeye Hoops fans out there real results that this thing has turned. And then they go into that next year and we're talking about, there's 2 or 3 top 15 guys in the portal that they might actually have Ohio State high on their list to go to. Not just the Buckeyes doing everything they can, scratching and clawing and coming up with sacks of cash to try to woo guys over here because the spot's open or the fit's really good for them. You want to become, again, a place that's more of a destination. And with Graeter, you gotta beware. International experience. Make sure you're reading the fine print because Barcelona 2, FC Barcelona 2, that's the 4th tier of Spanish professional basketball. So it is professional basketball, but it's not even a league that's even close to being what college basketball here at the highest level is.
On folding chairs, smoking heaters in the rec center.
They don't even have gyms.
The Spanish Rec Center.
Yeah.
Spanish Rec Center.
That sounds fun.
I got a new ice cream flavor that I want to tell you guys about. Plus, the Blue Jackets wrap it all up tonight. That's in 2 minutes. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview. Come for the pizza, stay for the dive.
The right lane still blocked off from an accident in the Zanesville area, eastbound I-70. That's after Underwood Street. Picking up some slow traffic as well, westbound 670 between 71 and 3rd. Expect delays if you're going to be going in through there. This report is sponsored by AAA Tire and Auto Service. Come into your local AAA Tire and Auto Service and save $15 off any oil change. Offer includes a free tire rotation, and you'll earn $7 toward your next service with Duramax dollars. Offer ends April 30th. See store for details. I'm Eddie Zellick, 497.1 The Fan Traffic.
Coffee, sandwich, hash browns. Tired of the same breakfast routine? Time to refresh your morning ritual with a $6 Tim's Trio from Tim Hortons. It starts with a premium blend of freshly brewed coffee, a hot, savory breakfast sandwich made with freshly cracked eggs, and for a tasty twist, a daily baked donut to sweeten the deal. Ask for the $6 Tim's Trio. Your morning ritual refreshed. Only at your neighborhood Tim Hortons. At participating U.S. restaurants, must ask for offer. Medium coffee only. Terms apply.
Get Eco.
Hey, Jerry, remember when we launched our $93 drain clearing offer and you invented the phrase 93 or free?
You know, I've actually written quite a few catchphrases in my career.
Oh, yeah. Aren't you the guy who wrote Bob's Your Uncle?
Yep, for my friend Steve, who has an Uncle Bob. I was as surprised as anyone when it caught on with the general public.
Get Eco.
Well, we need 93 or free to catch on. Our experts will clear your clogged household drain for just $93. If we can't, it's free. And we guarantee it'll stay clear for at least a year, or we'll clear it again for free.
Get Eco, and Bob's your uncle, your drains are clear.
Get Eco.
But Jerry, my uncle's name is Michael.
Get Eco, and Michael's your uncle, your drains are clear.
Let's stick with 93 or free.
Yeah, good call.
Get Eco.
Eco plumbers, electricians, and HVAC technicians.
GetEco.com.
Common Man and Timmy is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. Listen every weekday from 3 to 6. They're good, clean boys. The Fan.
I want you to draw me like one of your French girls, Jack, wearing this.
My eyes!
And only this.
Is it over? Can I open my eyes?
Here's Man and Timmy.
This dumb show brought to you by the Hinderer Motor Company. It's a big girthy Tuesday. Inside the Buckeyes coming up at 3:46. I was listening to some tunage this morning, as I often do.
Very nice. What do you got on?
And you know my affinity for rock of a certain time period.
Right.
And I was listening to one that I don't think is on a lot of people's radar. It's called Year of the Rabbit. I want you to give it a listen. Year of the Rabbit, I want to say 2003. Ken Andrews of the band Failure. They had a little bit of success in the 90s. Put this project together. Year of the Rabbit.
Year of the Rabbit.
Very good. Listen to it. Not now, but later.
Is the rock band.
Correct.
All right.
Year of the Rabbit. Thank you. It's Time of Dog tonight over at the Clippers. And you need to eat at least 3. I mean, if you're going to go, you need at least 3. I prefer more than that.
Yeah, we had the jailbird story last Friday, remember? Of the family that didn't take down 10.
It was like a family of 5.
4.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't
Ridiculous.
matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Unless the kids are infants, even then you take down 5 each.
Unless the kids are suckling on your teat and they're not on solid food yet.
Again, do you know how easy one of those Sugardale Diamond Doggers is? It's a 2-biter. That's all it is.
That's right.
And like you said, they slide right down. They're glazing.
Speaking of sliding down, Graeter's Ice Cream and Churchill Downs are teaming up for a new limited edition flavor inspired by the Kentucky Derby.
Sounds like a good flavor here.
It is called Backstretch Bourbon Cherry, which is described as a bourbon-kissed ice cream blended with black cherries and pralines. Well, that sounds delicious.
It does sound delicious. I don't have a lot to add to that. That sounds like a pretty good limited time ice cream. I think you're hitting on a lot of refreshing notes right there while also trying to capture the essence of things that revolve around the Kentucky Derby, ingredients that are big down in those parts of the country. That sounds like a nice ice cream that Graeter's has come up with. I'm a big fan of them.
Black cherry. I like a black cherry.
Yeah, black cherry's really good. It's delicious. I also like, I don't know why, but a lot of people in my world, not necessarily my family, but I have a lot of friends near me that have knocked Graeter's for other ice creams out there. And look, to me, like there's obviously a staunch difference between going to Wits, which is a frozen custard
those
type of place,
are different experiences,
and a home style churned
I don't
ice
know
cream
why
like Graeter's.
We have to pit these places against each other.
If you have a preference and you only gravitate towards one,
Timmy,
then I think you're doing it wrong. I think you're missing out on a lot of what life has to offer. You contend.
I contend that the chocolate chunks that they put in Graeter's ice cream,
delicious,
could be some of the best chocolate on earth. I don't know where they get it. I don't know where they source it. I don't know if they make it themselves. But like when you get like the black raspberry chip and anything with the chip, and you get that chunk of chocolate in there, the shard of chocolate, It's delicious.
I mean, there's no doubt in my mind that Graeter's is definitely one of the top 5 ice cream places that we have. And there's a good fight for that top spot. I mean, we're in a town where we've got Jenny's, a heritage town for
Doesn't
Jenny's.
it depend on
we got
mood?
Graeter's. Of course it does, but I guess you got your home style, churned ice cream, like a real
Handles.
hardcore ice cream. Handles,
Handles.
Jenny's, and Graeter's.
No, there's more. There's Dell's. There's Johnson's.
Yeah.
Trying to think of more of
And
those type of places.
That's about all I can come up with on
I'm
the
sure
fly.
we're missing something.
And then what beyond Wits? Do we have another local or regional?
No, not
besides
local, regional. You have
Besides Dairy Queen.
You have custard, like Culver's is frozen custard.
I also contend.
You contend.
That as far as, a place that doesn't primarily do ice cream or custard, Culver's is the best in America at doing it. Because you would agree, they're hot eats, to steal an old line from Dairy Queen, hot eats, cool treats. Sorry, Mike Todd. But you would say Culver's is 90% known for the food. Butter burgers,
Yeah, that's true,
cheese
but-
curds. They're also just as well known for the custard, but they are a restaurant, hot foods first. Then if you're feeling so inclined, you're getting the custard.
If I had a
/
choice,
ice cream.
though, between Wits and Dairy Queen and Culver's, and I know Dairy Queen is not a custard, but it's still a soft serve.
It's their own
product,
type
right?
of recipe.
I'm
Yeah.
still going Culver's in third place every single time.
Oh, no, not me.
No, I am.
Not me.
For me, it's either Dairy Queen or Wits fighting for that top spot, depending on mood. And then it's Culver's third.
They're all great. And, like for as far as a prepackaged, ice cream bar type of situation, nothing for me will ever top a dilly bar at Dairy Queen, cherry flavored dilly bar. But the smoothness and the texture of a Culver's custard, oh, man, just give it to me straight plain.
Well, that's the mark of a good product
I don't
right
need
there.
any toppings on that.
Jackets tonight.
I don't want to watch it.
So don't.
I won't.
I don't know why people feel like they have to. I'm pissed off. Let me tell you what it's going to be. It's going to be Russian Appreciation Night out there tonight. You're going to end the season. Everybody's going to be all disappointed or pretend to not be disappointed. You'll have the people that show up there and good job, good effort, because there's all sorts of fans out there. And this sort of game draws them in like magnets. The reality is this was just a real disappointing season. Started out like crap. You had a moment where it wasn't, and it ended like crap.
I do understand. I'm not going to knock anybody that's got their tickets already and they're going out there, and when the game is over, to stand up and applaud the team that put it out there for 82 games. However, since I don't have tickets to this game tonight, this is a game that I'll happily miss. Because frankly, Mike, I'm depleted. I'm depleted, and I'm just sick and tired of it. And I'm also sick and tired of anybody that's trying to make some kind of excuses.
Well, that's my problem.
About how, you got to appreciate the fight, though.
I don't appreciate the fight. It's their job to fight.
I'm tired of appreciating the fight, too.
I don't know why, as fans, we're above results. There are some smarks out there that want to think there's so much more enlightened than you because they've got a handle on advanced metrics, and it's all about the process more than it is the result. And that's just a bunch of BS. We are there for the result. All right? And I was fully aware this team was not going to win a Stanley Cup this year. But to not even take the next step and make the postseason, especially where you were 2.5 weeks ago, is an utter embarrassment. As a matter of fact, we should have a little advent calendar for when the Blue Jackets have that little E next to their name, because it happens every single year.
Why don't you just
little
write
elimination, lowercase E.
E Columbus?
Yeah.
E CBJ?
You open up the little doors, little piece of chocolate. Ooh.
I need that X. I want to be X-rated.
We're not getting the X.
I want an X-rated movie here.
We get E.
I don't want E for everyone. I want X. I tweeted it out after it was done last night. I said, this is, without a doubt, the most depressing season I have ever been around for. And I think most people that read it were in agreement. But then again, there's there's a few, comments and thoughts out there about kind of what I alluded to about, they stuck together. They had a hot stretch. Look at that. No,
what does that mean?
I'm done looking at that. If anything, you proved to yourselves and everyone and all of us that you had it in that room to do some damage. You had The Athletic writing articles about you, how you were a dark horse to win the Stanley Cup. I had Fishy coming down here and asking us if we were afraid that we were really going to have to pierce our sackies. That actually happened at one time. And
Timmy, here's a big question.
We all, deep in our hearts, know better, which is why we can make a bet like that.
Now, here's the question, though. I mean, there's one game left. It's tonight. That's it. Now, do the Blue Jackets still control their own destiny?
Stop it.
Well, Rimmer keeps telling me.
Stop.
They control their own destiny.
They were acting like they still controlled it after the loss. Like, we'll have to wait and see. Stop waiting and seeing.
It's over.
You're done. You lose.
I was rooting for the Flyers last night.
Yeah, I just wanted to
end it.
Let it be done. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of not earning your way in, having to depend on other teams when you had more than ample opportunity to get it done. It's just, God, it's so frustrating. It's over a quarter century.
Timmy, it'll be over soon.
It's 6 years now of not going to the playoffs.
And then we'll watch the playoffs. We'll watch all these other teams have deep runs and grow beards and all of this. And we'll have to wonder what that would be like.
Have we ever played in May? Ever?
Yes, only because that was the weird 2020 season.
No, that doesn't count.
Well, all right, but I'm just telling you.
In a regular...
No.
Never played in the month of May.
No.
In franchise history. That sucks.
Yes, it does. I got nothing to say to you. What am I going to do? Try and make you feel better? No, it sucks. Go there tonight, though. Enjoy. They'll have the Cannon jerseys on that I hate.
I don't want to be around for the appreciation when I'm so sour
fifth line. They'll give you all the "you're wonderful" and raise the sticks at you and salute, and you'll have the apologists up on their feet clapping. All of it. You got it all. Catch all the action right here on the Fan, starting at 6:30. Inside the Buckeyes coming up next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview. Come for the pizza, stay for the dive.
Southbound 71 near 670, right lane is blocked off from a disabled vehicle. Also still a crash eastbound I-70, this one blocking the right lane after Underwood Street. This report is sponsored by Coda. Tapping is already how you move through your day. Now it's how you ride the bus. Pay to ride Coda by tapping your card, smartphone, or smartwatch and go. Learn more at coda.com/tap. I'm Eddie Zellick, 497.1 The Fan Traffic.
Colin Man here for Hollywood Casino Columbus.
Oh, Mikey, did you know something new is coming and it's right around the corner?
What is it?
Now you can stay while you play. It's the all-new Hollywood Casino Columbus Hotel. It's coming June 12th, and we want you to celebrate with us as we open the doors with a can't-miss concert and festival.
And here's something for you this month. It's the Win Your Way drawings on select Wednesdays and Saturdays. You can score $100,000. Plus, coming in May, it's the Hollywood Tribute Concert Series.
Ooh, must be 21 to enter. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
This is Lieutenant Governor Jim Tressel. If you're driving and take a quick glance at your phone, more can happen than you might think. Because taking your eyes off the road for even just a moment means you could miss everything happening around you. Don't let those few seconds take your attention away from what's right in front of you. Phones down, eyes up, Ohio.
Common Man here for Weed Man. I talk to you about Weed Man every year. Why? Simple. Number one, I use it. Number two, it works. You want to get those lawn roots thick, baby, because when that happens, they resist weeds, disease, and insects, and they're using top-of-the-line stuff. We're talking golf course quality. Weed Man is locally owned and operated by Corbin and Audrey. They will take care of you. Proudly serving Central Ohio and our Dayton friends. Call your local office, 614-733-3747, weedman.com.
Hey, it's
Anthony here for Germain Honda of Dublin. Gas prices got you thinking twice about filling up? I hear you. During the Honda Spring event at Germain Honda of Dublin, it's the perfect time to check out Honda's hybrid lineup. Models like the Accord Hybrid and the CR-V Hybrid give you incredible fuel efficiency without sacrificing performance. Spend less time and money at the pump. Head to Germain Honda of Dublin on Sawmill Road, just south of 270, and see how far a hybrid can take you. GermainHondaofDublin.com.
Things to know about T-Bone and Tyvis. Bone hates the SEC. Tyvis refuses to drink dark liquids. And they're both big fans of public shaming. Oh, they also host a radio show together weekday mornings from 6 to 9. Listen to it. The Fan.
This is Gordon Miller from Miller Lending, the original home of the no-cost mortgage. If you've been in the market for a new home or just wanted to take advantage of lower rates, recent events have shown exactly why Miller Lending chose to offer a way around bad timing with our no closing cost program. With no fees rolled in or charged, including the cost of title insurance, you can simply close on today's rates and refinance free of charge as rates improve. Over the past several months, we spoke to numerous borrowers who had heard rates were coming down and chose to wait. We explained that if rates did fall, you could simply update a few documents and refinance again, but why take the chance? So when rates spiked a 0.5% recently, not only was I disappointed that we couldn't help those who waited, but also for those buying a home who just saw a sharp increase to their monthly payment. So while we can't control the market, we can offer an alternative. Eliminate timing and say goodbye to closing costs forever. 877-9-NO-COST or simply apply online at nocostmortgage.com. Miller Lending is an equal housing lender and MLS number 250-2146.
College is great. You know what else is great? Pizza, which you can buy with your Huntington Bank debit card with the Ohio State University logo. Huntington Bank is proud to be the official consumer bank of the Ohio State University. Let's get more from money. Switch to Huntington Bank. Welcome.
I started my first business when I was 12, mowing lawns for about $5 a yard. I learned if you do the job right, people trust you and customers care that you show up and do what you say you're going to do. Hi, I'm Tommy Mello, owner of Don's Garage Doors. From garage door repairs to upgrades, we show up, we stand behind every job. We only use the best parts and springs guaranteed to last a lifetime. When you care about the people you serve, you work harder and it shows. Call Don's Garage Doors today or schedule online at donsgaragedoors.com.
When it comes to garage doors, no one knows more.
Hey, it's Austin Ward. Listen to The Beat with Austin and Byrne, now powered by the Waterworks and Header Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Get the latest Buckeye news, insights, and unbeatable analysis every day. Don't miss a moment. Stream The Beat with Austin and Byrne, sponsored by the Waterworks and Header Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
The Fan Poll is sponsored by JT's Pizza and Pub, home of award-winning pizza and 32-ounce Yingling drafts for only $4.
We have a producer who passes out easily and hosts you wish would pass out easily. You're listening to Common Man and Timmy.
Good news, Timmy.
What's the news?
Ted Ginn Jr. is back with the Aviators and will coach the team this week for their big matchup against Teddy. Big one this week again.
That team won
Teddy
out in the South.
You're supposed to
Florida.
be a fan.
Florida team, I think.
I mean, I openly mock this team. I don't care. But you're supposed to care.
I do care. I tune in when they're playing and I watch.
Wait a minute. You're telling me that 7 days later, 7 days after a DUI, before the night before one of your games, you're back on the sidelines?
I mean, he
allowed to coach the team.
Should he just
no
be
questions asked?
Banished for the rest of his life?
Okay,
Timmy?
There's a difference between banished and actually having a punishment. I don't know.
The punishment
I don't know, man.
is him coaching the team.
That's
the punishment.
That's a good joke, but follow me down this path of logic in trying to help. Really,
There's
actually
no room for
help
logic
people.
on this show.
I'm saying this for his own sake. There are just too many times, like we've seen it. We have seen it here before, where I have a differing view on how serious of an offense that is, and you're lucky that people didn't die. Just this week, we found out that Reuben Bain, who's going to be one of the top picks in the draft, had I don't know.
I don't think there was alcohol.
I don't think there was
involved.
alcohol related,
No.
but it was vehicular though. And anytime you get behind the wheel and you aren't paying attention, you aren't focused, whether there's alcohol in your system or not, you can kill a human being if you make mistakes. And to just be out there drinking and driving like that and you're allowed to coach your team a week later, that first one doesn't count because it was the day before the game. That doesn't count as, you're suspended. You're in jail with Scotty Scheffler. You can't coach. You're
Scheffler's
behind
out.
bars.
He's out. He's out.
I would think 3 games minimum, a third of the season. That would be where my book is.
What kind of
for
offense
a DUI?
was it, sir? It was vehicular. I don't know why I like that.
Why did I say it that way? But that's the proper term, at least.
Vehicular.
Common Man and Timmy present Inside the Buckeyes.
Sponsored by Atlas Butler Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
You're looking very vehicular today.
I don't know the exact term, but I'm going to say vehicular.
Are you familiar with the Big Ten Medal of Honor
I
awards?
wasn't until today. I got to tell you, I saw that Bruce Thornton won it, so congratulations to him. But
Yeah, so these awards have changed a little bit. They used to only go to, one person in the entire conference, and then they have later opened this up. One male, one female, and they've now opened this up to somebody, a male and female athlete from each Big Ten school gets one. But when you're talking about an award that goes all the way back to 1915, you're talking about something that's prestigious, and you would be honored and
so
proud.
prestigious that you and I weren't aware of it.
No, I was.
Get
I
outta
asked
here.
you if you had heard of this. I'm looking at an emblem of the award right here. This is awarded for greatest proficiency in athletics and scholastic work. So we're talking about getting it done on the field and off the field. Bruce Thornton, congratulations to him. He's the all-time leading scorer in Buckeye men's basketball history. He gets it done there. That seems like an obvious choice on the men's side. As long as Bruce Thornton had his grades to just a certain point, I think the athletics took over to an extent with what he did for that basketball team. And Lena Henschel, she wins on the women's side. She is a diver, and as I was looking her up, she is from Germany. She is very decorated. She has participated in the World Championships, in the European Games, in the European Aquatics Championships, the European Diving Championships, and the World University Games. She has medal on top of medal on top of medal
for
on
her.
top of medal. She has an Olympic medal. She
And
took
now
bronze in Tokyo
she's got
in
a
the
Big
3-meter
Ten
synchro.
Gold medal.
She's got, it looks like a bronze medal, this Big Ten Medal of Honor. But congratulations to Lena and Bruce Thornton. Awesome stuff. To go to our Buckeye football part, we're getting ready for the spring football game that is coming up on Saturday. I know us fans, we are excited for it. It's a lovely little mile marker. If nothing else, we're excited about the football, but it also sends us into a time of year where the weather is beautiful. We dust off the golf clubs. We watch baseball. We go to cookouts. A lot of good things. Here's Coach Day, though. You always want to keep in mind what that team up north is doing. He talked about keeping Michigan in mind while playing the rest of their schedule.
Well, what you try to do is you try to put metrics in place that you can evaluate on a week-to-week basis that ultimately are going to be used in that last game. And so, winning different situations, winning different things. And so whether it's a turnover battle or rushing yards or whatever those things are, we come back in on Sunday and say, okay, here are the things that we have to win in the rivalry game. And so here's what we're going to focus on during the season. And if we do those things, by the way, it's going to help us win the game at task at hand. But we have to continually build to that point to get ready to play in that. It's not just going to happen. It's these bricks and foundations that get built and so we actually have bricks. After every practice, I give a brick to one of the players. They go over the platform, put the brick down. And then that either that foundation is going to hold up when the storms come or it's not. You don't all of a sudden just show up to that game and think you're going to play. So that mindset helps us.
I have always been a big proponent of you can play that game out at any point throughout your year and how important that is to you. What that means to you to win another pair of gold pants. We saw those all get distributed here earlier this spring. So that being on the front and center of your mind, you can play out your schedule. You can be in spring football. You can be in the off season, and you could be thinking about Michigan. Now, one more real quick. We hadn't really discussed Tavian St. Clair. Think he's going to be the top-notch backup quarterback? I do. I think it's definitely trending that way. And also, could he be the next guy to go past Julian Sayin. I remember talking to his high school coach, Jason Brown at Bell Fountain, just about who Tavian St. Clair is off the field and what makes him tick, a team guy, a locker room guy, and people that have been able to see practice. They're seeing the arm talent that this guy has. And Ryan Day, he recently talked about Tavian St. Clair and what he's bringing as the backup QB.
And how you doing, little partner?
No.
It's little visitor now.
No.
Attaboyoli's how you say it in Cherokee.
Oh, well, pardon my French, but I'll be damned.
Walker told me I have AIDS.
My wife likes her coffee weak, just like that was. Weak. I could smell that coming from a mile away.
Somebody get a barista because this roast got dark.
No, that was not good.
No good? No good?
No good. Teddy, no good, right?
Come on, I hit it. I hit it in a segment.
Well,
I
that's
had a
fine,
Ryan
but
Day
I was waiting for it. I knew it was coming.
Eloquently about St. Clair.
No, I said, he's not going to play the high school coach sound
I didn't
here.
say it was high school coach sound. I was setting up
Ryan
a
Day,
Ryan
whatever
Day
the hell
clip
was. No,
chatting about him.
That Tavian St. Clair, get out of here.
No,
sucked. No, sucked. We're on the honor system here, right? I would tell you if I was genuinely surprised. That sucked. Do better.
You don't have to say it like that.
Vehicular. See you next Tuesday with Jen Winters coming up next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview. Come for the pizza, stay for the dive.
Police are on the scene of an accident eastbound I-70 at Livingston Avenue. It's off on the right berm, and also a disabled vehicle southbound 71 near 670 blocking the right lane. This report is sponsored by Ohio Basement Authority, your local expert. Is water seeping into your basement or your basement walls cracking? Contact Ohio Basement Authority, the basement waterproofing experts. Get your free inspection today. Learn more at ohiobasementauthority.com. I'm Eddie Zellick, 497.1 The Fan Traffic.
Mike Rowe here with a random fact. More than half of the homes that have basements in North America will experience water damage. It's true. Whether it's basement moisture, flooding, or bowing walls, do yourself a favor and call a groundworks company. I spent some time working with these guys. They're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to waterproof your basement and stabilize your walls. Schedule a free inspection with Ohio Basement Authority, a groundworks company.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
Listen up, Columbus. Before you buy or lease a new Honda, see Lindsay Honda first. For a limited time, every new Honda includes a complimentary gift. Choose a KitchenAid stand mixer, a 75-inch high-def TV, or a zero-gravity massage chair when you buy any new Honda. Plus, drive a new 2026 Civic Sport, just $199 a month, or a 2026 CR-V LX, just $279 a month.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference.
During the Honda Spring Event. See lindsayhonda.com for details.
Welcome to Tire Discounters. Oh, hiya, Phantom.
Mike, I think I saw a fox on my way in.
Oh, that was the Carfax Carfox. He was congratulating us on our Carfax Top-Rated Service Center Award.
I have always rated Tire Discounters at the very top.
Oh, thanks. So does Carfax. And not just for tires, but for all our services, too.
Alignment, brakes, shocks and struts, and more.
Yes, sir.
But, Mike, do you think people believe Carfax over me?
Well, you are the Phantom tire buyer.
Exactly.
Truck drivers. Midwest Logistics Systems is hiring local dedicated truck drivers in your area. As an MLS driver, you'll experience the ease of hauling no-touch freight, earning predictable pay, and having a consistent Monday through Friday schedule. Plus, MLS drivers earn performance and safety-based bonuses and have access to a benefits package with health care, a 401k, paid time off, and more. Stop missing out on valuable time at home. Find a local dedicated job near you and apply at MidwestLogisticsSystems.com.
Pelotonia has proven there are no limits to community impact. We've raised more than $339 million for innovative cancer research at the James at Ohio State. Now, new routes let anyone be part of Ride Weekend. Mountain biking, trail running, and hiking join Gravel Day. And Pelotonia Kids welcomes our youngest riders because there's only one finish line that matters: ending cancer. Register today.
This spring, celebrate the sparkle that she brings to your life with something that sparkles right back. Whether it's for Mother's Day, an anniversary, or just because, Diamond Cellar has the perfect gift for the women who mean the world to you. Visit Diamond Cellar today on Selma Road and at Easton Town Center.
The weather in Central Ohio just got better, so why shouldn't your loan rate? CME Federal Credit Union wants to try to beat your current loan rate by 2% on autos and toys. Plus, no payments for 90 days on car loans and 60 days on motorcycles, boats, and more. Go to CMEFCU.org today.
Ready to make it rain on the court for a great cause? It's the 3v3 Hoops Tournament at Ohio State University RPAC. Saturday, May 2nd from 12 to 4. Hosted by NBA legend Kenny Anderson. Grab your three and let's see who the best trio in Columbus. For your shot at a share of $10,000 in cash. Register now at classicforcolumbus.com. That's classicforcolumbus.com.
Presented by the Franklin County Board of Commissioners, Office of Economic Engagement and Community Development, and America 250 Ohio.
Home should be a comfortable place, but sometimes it's filled with rooms that are too hot, too cold, high energy bills, noise, and polluted air. You deserve better because you care about home comfort, and that's why Logan Services will care for you. We're fast with same-day estimates and next-day installation. We're friendly, listening to you, offering a system for every home and every budget. Get comfortable by choosing Logan AC and Heat Services.
Hey Central Ohio, it's Andrew from Home Team Solutions, and yes, we buy houses for cash the easy way. We've been buying houses for over 20 years and we've seen it all. Whether you've inherited a property, you're behind on payments, the house needs work, or just want to avoid the hassle of listing, we've got you covered. No repairs, no clean out, no stress, just a fair cash offer and you pick the closing date. We've helped hundreds of homeowners sell fast and hassle-free, and we're proud to have 5-star reviews all across Central Ohio and an A+ rating with the BBB. If you're ready to sell your house the easy way, call Home Team Solutions at 614-962-SELL. That's 614-962-7355, or visit us online at selltohometeam.com. Home Team Solutions, local, trusted, and family-owned. Again, that's 614-962-SELL. 614-962-7355 or selltohometeam.com.
Broadcasting live from the McDaniel GM Superstore Studios. Driving excellence since 1916. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. WBNS HD1 Columbus.
Good afternoon. This is Paul Keels. Curtain comes down on the Blue Jackets season tonight when they play host to the Washington Capitals at Nationwide Arena. You can catch that game tonight here on the Fan. Both of them looking to wrap things up after having been eliminated for the postseason last night. The NBA postseason starts tonight with a pair of tournament play-in games. Miami will be at Charlotte, Portland at Phoenix. Meanwhile, the Cleveland Guardians going for back-to-back wins as they play the second of their series in St. Louis tonight. Guardians tied for first in the AL Central. The Cincinnati Reds were a half game out of first in the NL Central to open a home series with San Francisco tonight. And it's Diamond Dog Night at Huntington Park. Columbus Clippers host the Iowa Cubs. This update brought to you by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. If you're not happy with your results in the first week, get 100% of your money back. Awaken180weightloss.com. Breaking sports news when it happens on the Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Dopes fight like an old married couple.
Girl fight.
You're listening to Common Man and Timmy.
Hey, check it out. Nerd fight.
Hey, final regular season game for the... I don't say regular season. Final game for the Jackets tonight because they didn't make the postseason. Catch all the action right here on the Fan. You know what? I'm going to turn that frown upside down.
You sure about that?
Yes, I am, because you're here and that's all that matters. It's time for See You Next Tuesday with Jen. Jen Winters is here. Hi. She tells us all the behind-the-scenes stuff here at the radio station. I just told you some behind-the-scenes stuff during the break.
Yeah.
That
it's a good times on this ship.
My penis is shrinking.
Yeah.
Oh, still?
Yeah.
How does it get smaller?
With age, apparently. Which is one of life's great ironies. The nose gets bigger, the ears, the sack, it all gets bigger. But the actual shaft,
yeah,
I'm telling you, from my prime, I'm down 1.5 inches.
Oh, my God.
How does that happen?
1.5 inches from what? About
wasn't good. It wasn't anything to write home about to begin with.
So now it's just I mean, nothing.
At this rate, like you look at like the erosion rate.
Yeah.
It's like, well, I mean, if the coastal area continues at this rate in the next 20 years, we're not going to have anything left. The houses are on stilts as they are. It's going to be gone in 20 years.
Global warming affects penis size.
Yes, it does,
That's
right?
exactly it.
Just imagine if you went into a cold pool with Costanza. My God.
So inverted.
Inverted. It turns into a vagina.
You used to have a nubbin, and now you just have that or a belly button.
Just
a hole.
Just real. Thanks.
Black hole, son.
Just real disappointing.
I'm sorry.
How you doing?
Living. How about you?
You're very happy today. You got your Oasis shirt on.
You know what's really funny is like last night, like I was just at home and I'm like, I'm doing my taxes and whatever. And because I love waiting to the last minute to figure out my life. It's just par for the course. And so I see
April 14th taxes.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
So I see this thing come across
Waited
my
until
phone.
like the Google Calendar says that it's actually tax day and you got to get moving.
Yeah, it's not like 4 years ago where I was making really good money with no life, and now that I don't make really, really good money.
But you're here with us.
But I'm here with you.
Yeah.
It's, work-life balance, whatever.
Yeah.
But like doing that, and then you're just like, I used to get a big refund. Now it's like, I might owe. Crap.
You're not going to owe. You'll be all right.
I think we'll be okay. I think maybe we'll have enough money for Taco Bell.
Hey, that's a great meal, Jen.
No. But anyway, I was working on my taxes and my phone went off and it said, Rolling Stone, ... see who's made it into the 2026 class of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
He didn't like to talk about the,
and I'm like,
the Rock Hall of Fame.
I knew that this was a very big year because they said Oasis millions of times. So I opened it up.
It's third year for them, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
They made it. Not that they finally made it. I started screaming. I was so excited.
Really?
And then the next words after that were Joy Division / New Order.
Uh-huh.
And to those of you who don't know Joy Division or New Order, post-punk Manchester scene in the late 70s, early 80s, this group, Joy Division, should have been in like 30 years ago.
This is the problem with the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. There really is nothing to it other than the whims of a couple people behind the scenes. And it's whose ass can you kiss and all of this crap.
Well, and the thing that I think is crazy, though, is the fact that Joy Division had two proper records out. And then Ian Curtis, the lead singer, I'm going into a little bit of a history here, and I have to do this. Ian Curtis had been diagnosed with severe epilepsy. He was having seizures on stage. He was having issues with the medication that he was on. He was already an incredibly depressed person on top of this. And then literally the night before the band leaves to start their tour of the United States, he offs himself.
Why?
And
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
Timmy needs to interrupt the suicide story.
So it's very sad. And so the remaining members of the band decide we're going to move on, but we're not going to be Joy Division anymore. We're going to call ourselves New Order. They go on, but then their two head guys end up getting into a fight and splinter off from each other. And that's been like 20 years. So it's like, will the original members come back together to be at the Rock Hall induction? And are we going to see Oasis do the same thing? And who knows about Phil Collins?
Phil Collins.
Who's had his whole thing of health issues over the years.
He's not going to be able to perform.
No, he can't.
I mean, maybe he'll come.
But
I find it interesting, though, that Oasis and Phil Collins are going in together because Oasis, specifically Noel Gallagher, has pretty much said that Phil Collins is the Antichrist. Many times.
And now he refers to him as a dinosaur.
Okay, well, that's polite.
But it's a nicer way. Sorry, Timmy, what were you going to ask?
Either way, now that you mentioned Phil Collins, I mean, why did he have to wait this long to get in?
Because
you're supposed to be eligible 25 years after your first album is released, and to not think of him as a legend of the genre.
So Genesis is already in. And Genesis started, and Phil Collins was a drummer. Do you know who the lead singer of Genesis was back in the 70s?
Peter Gabriel.
Yeah.
Peter Gabriel.
Sledgehammer and Steam and all those.
They got in with Peter Gabriel on their own handful of years ago. And now they're just putting Phil Collins in based on his solo career. So, which is
he still should have been in
Still
earlier.
should have been in. Would anyone say that, I mean, who's higher on the chain there? Phil Collins for a solo artist? Him or Peter Gabriel? I would say Phil Collins.
It depends because Phil Collins went your pop rock.
Yeah, if we're talking about albums sold, then it's Phil Collins.
I mean, he had the Lion King songs and all that run.
No, that was Elton John.
Phil Collins was in The Lion King. Come on.
It was Elton John.
Phil Collins was in
He did Tarzan.
Tarzan.
Yeah.
Vehicular.
I knew it was a Disney cartoon movie.
Yeah, it's like what you
But
know.
like the crazy thing also though is the fact that Ed Sullivan is being honored as, like a music visionary. And I'm like, that man's been dead for like 80 years. We're finally just turning the corner on old Ed.
Still time. You know what pisses me off for you though?
Oh yeah,
the induction ceremony
the worst part about
is
it,
not in Cleveland this year. It's in Los Angeles.
Supposed to be in Cleveland, which added even more excitement until I read the rest of the article, and they're like, "Oh, they're not going to be in Cleveland this year. They'll be in LA." And I said so many bad words, and I flipped the bird.
It should never not be in Cleveland. That's where the hall is.
So non-sports Matt said you should set up a GoFundMe, and I said that's really stupid, but I kind of want to do it. But at the same time, like gas is $5 a gallon.
What's the date?
It's in November. So I think it's like around Thanksgiving time is when it is.
November. We're knee deep in Buckeye season.
And that's the other thing too, is that it's Buckeye season. But yeah, so maybe I'll start a GoFundMe to see if the kind people out there want to send me to the induction ceremony.
Get Adam Jardy to take you.
Oh, there you go.
He's probably got a charter bus
I'm
already.
sure he does. I mean, I went to the Foo Fighters induction in Cleveland in 2021 because the Foo Fighters, because Paul McCartney was inducting them, and then it was the best time. I wore my Joy Division shirt because I was so angry about the whole thing. So it can be a full circle. So if anybody wants to donate any money to the Gen cause, go for it. Sorry about that. Should we talk about some other stuff?
One of Samantha's favorite songs is actually called Let's Dance to Joy Division by the Wombats.
I love the Wombats.
Yeah.
They're so much fun.
They're fun.
Yes.
I mean,
and forget the irony. That's how it Let's dance to Joy Division.
Thanks, Jen.
And was it already time to go?
Yeah. You were just yakking the whole time.
Yeah.
Sign up for our race. 971thefan.com. Click on the picture. And thank you guys for everything. I'll get my taxes done and I'll talk about it I'll see you next Tuesday. Sorry, I just screwed everything up. Can we rewind it and start over again?
Start again.
I'm going to do my taxes. We'll talk about it later. And then I'll see you next Tuesday. Sorry, Mom, I messed that up.
Vehicular.
That's very vehicular. And I hope that your penis reverts back.
Nope, not going to happen. It's going to fall off. I'm dead serious. Look up, if you're bored out there, Napoleon's penis.
Do it on your work computer. They won't mind because it's history.
Napoleon's penis is actually a collectible that's been trading hands. His actual penis.
The hell?
Stop.
I'm dead serious. Look it up.
Has it been
like
petrified?
Ted Williams' head?
Look it up. It's
Could you buy Ted Williams' head and Napoleon's penis at the same time?
Napoleon's penis is very shriveled up looking, but it's...
So was Ted Williams, like, right before he died.
Right, but they're keeping that on ice. The penis has just sort of reverted into, like, a jerky state.
It's just Jack Links now.
There you go. Sasquatch eating Williams.
It's with Dom and Bigfoot.
It'll be a Kremlin love fest over at Nationwide tonight. Details next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview. Come for the pizza, stay for the dive.
Westbound I-70, there is an accident blocking the right lane at 670, 5 to 10 minute delay back from West Broad. And southbound on the West Outer Belt, an accident at West Broad. That one's on the right berm. This report is sponsored by Sunsetter. With a Sunsetter awning, turn your patio into a cool shaded retreat. Up to 20 degrees cooler with the push of a button. And right now, save $350 at sunsetter.com. That's sunsetter.com. Life's better under a Sunsetter. I'm Eddie Zellick, 497.1 The Fan Traffic.
Great Lakes Hyundai, the savings are so good.
This spring, take a break from interest with 0% financing for up to 60 months on new 2026 Tucsons. 0%. Go now, Columbus or Dublin or glakeshyundai.com. With Proof Credit ends 4/30.
It always seems to happen at the worst time. You're finally in bed after a long, hard day, and then you hear it. You sit up, heart sinking. Is that coming from the ceiling? All of a sudden, it's a middle of the night flashlight hunt to find the leak. But don't worry, Newman Roofing has you covered, literally. With more than 3 decades in the business, we've seen just about everything a storm can throw at a roof. Our teams know how to spot the problem, explain your options, and fix it right the first time with craftsmanship and care you can feel good about. We're not just here for a quick patch job, and we never will be. We're here to make sure your home stays protected season after season. So when it comes to your roofing, siding, or gutter needs, choose the company you can trust, Newman Roofing. Call Newman Roofing today at 614-NEW-ROOF. That's 614-NEW-ROOF, or visit online at newmanroofing.com. Don't just get a new roof, get a Newman roof.
Mike Rowe here with another random fact. Those cracks on your walls aren't just cosmetic. They could mean your home is sinking. Whether it's drywall cracks, exterior cracks, or sticking doors or windows, do yourself a favor and call a Groundworks company. I spent some time working with these guys, and they're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to stabilize your foundation. Schedule a free inspection with Ohio Basement Authority, a Groundworks company.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. As a longtime homeowner, I know how it goes when it comes to things that need to be fixed around the house and you just haven't gotten to them. Like maybe that leaky faucet that always has a drip. You think about it, but you never take care of it, and now it's just a part of the house. It's character. Maybe it's your windows that are always sticking and you can't get them open. So you just don't think about it. Who cares? Except now the weather's nice. You want to open the windows, and again, you can't because they're not fixed. Get new windows from Window Nation. They've made it easy to get top quality custom fit windows with their the more you buy, the more you save sale. You could save up to 50% off all your windows. Plus, you could get them with 0 interest for 5 years. Did you know investing in your home is actually one of the best investments you can make, especially in uncertain times? Experts report that windows retain 80% of their value. Energy efficient, beautiful windows from Window Nation with great deals going on now. Schedule your free consultation at windownation.com.
If your garage door gets stuck on cold mornings or rainy evenings or perfectly pleasant days ending in Y, we are Deluxe Door Systems. For over 30 years, we fix sucky garage doors. Straightforward, honest, and for less than you think. DeluxeDoorSystems.com.
The Jackets are back at Nationwide for a battle with the Capitals. Live fan coverage starts Tuesday night at 6:30.
Sponsored by Atlas Butler Heating and Cooling.
Proud to be your flagship home of the Columbus Blue Jackets. The Fan.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family, apartment buildings, commercial properties. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
Hey there, I'm Brad. I'm about to win the Tuesday Night Bowling League Championship. I'm also a highway worker for the Ohio Department of Transportation. When you move over and slow down, you're not only giving me room to work, you're making sure I can bowl the winning strike with my buddies.
Roadside workers have lives and families, but when they're on the job, they put it all on the line to protect and serve us. Remember, they're not just roadside workers. Thank you for moving over and slowing down.
Brought to you by ODOT, USDOT, NHTSA, and ODPS.
From posters and presentations to labels and loyalty cards, Staples has all the print to boost your brand. Shop now, in store and online. Staples, that was easy.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Now look for a 30% chance of a couple thunderstorms tonight across central Ohio, then turning drier into Wednesday morning. Overnight lows at 67 on Wednesday, partly sunny to start with warm highs in the middle 80s. And then a 30% chance of a couple showers, couple of storms in the afternoon hours. On Thursday, 30 to 40% chance of a couple showers, maybe a storm in the afternoon, the high 80. Drier on Friday with a lot of sunshine and a high of 80. That is your 97.1 The Fan weather forecast. I'm 10 Weather Impact Chief Meteorologist Chris Tomer.
The Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus is the official sportsbook sponsor of Common Man and Timmy. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
The only thing more erotic than listening to this show is riding through Krispy Kreme's conveyor of goo. But only one of those things is legal. This is Man and Timmy.
Fishy has handed me the plug sheet for tomorrow. T-Bone and Tyvus get you started 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. They will talk to Don Waddell.
Oh,
Jackets
baby.
Prez of Hockey Ops and General Manager at 8:30. Of course, the season ends tonight, and I'm very curious to hear what Donnie has to say on the show tomorrow. Rothman and Ice will have on Adam Schefter at 12:30, ESPN NFL Senior Insider. And then on this show tomorrow, it's Leather Jacket Time with 10 TV's Nicole Sheeran and Name Dropping with Jeff Rimmer. Somehow, the Jackets will still control their own destiny when we talk to Rims.
Rims might just put us into the postseason. We might be in the playoffs.
I was
for
talking
Rimmer.
to Bobby Orr.
Yeah, says we're in. Says we got it made. What do you think is honestly going through the mind of Don Waddell? I'm sure he's very pissed off. I'm sure he doesn't accept this. I don't know how that's going to translate to the airwaves tomorrow, but
No, I don't think he's going to go scorched earth.
I would, but I would also highly doubt that he tries to look for a bunch of silver linings. Again, like he's a GM, so he's going to have a calculated way in how he talks this through. But they had their opportunity to do more at the trade deadline with how they were starting to play under Bones and where they thought this was going. They stood pat. They continued to make their run. And then it all felt, they brought in Connor Garland. That was basically it.
Yeah.
And that's
now
not,
you have him
that's not
for
a
a
big
while.
punch. He had a couple of goals right after they made that trade. He had been cold for a while as far as his scoring aspect was. And that was it. That's all you did. And now we sit here hoping that 2026-27 is going to be a different story at the end of the year.
So tonight, you get this game's national TV tonight, right? ESPN tonight.
Yes.
And, we don't get a ton of those. You're going to have 50% Capitals fans, if that, more than that, in the building tonight. It's going to be an OV Love Fest. And look, maybe there are some of you out there that celebrate Alex Ovechkin and you think he's one of the all-time greats because statistically, of course, he is.
He's the all-time leading goal scorer
He
in league
is,
history.
of course.
Yeah.
But he's unlikable for me for a couple different reasons. Number one, his principal job over the course of his career has been to beat my team's ass. And I'm jealous and petty, and I don't celebrate that. The same way I will not celebrate Sidney Crosby. The difference between Sidney Crosby and Alex Ovechkin is that Ovechkin is not on the phone to Putin right now doing his bidding.
Direct line to Poots, also something. And we don't have much to harken back on when it comes to postseason life. We've already established that. We've been through that this week with the CBJ. But that one other time, you had the 4-game sweep over the Tampa Bay Lightning. That's the top of the mountain for the Jackets. Then you had going to Washington with a 2-0 lead and Ovechkin smugly saying, yeah, we're going to win the next 4. And they went out there and they did it. We didn't do anything. Those next 2 games in Columbus, I think game 3, we were okay. And game 4, I was in the building for, it was just a complete letdown of a performance.
Yeah.
And then you lose that game 4 games to 2. That was sad. And yeah, you have great respect for what he's done statistically. One of the great shooters of the puck that we've ever seen. He's got Ovi's office. He's got a rifle for a shot.
That's fine. He's a great player, obviously. I don't have to celebrate him, though.
And I've known, like we've all known this as he's gone along in his career, whether he was going to break Wayne Gretzky's scoring record or not. We knew what a gifted player and what a talent he was. I never really was ever box score watching Alex Ovechkin, We've all got athletes that don't play for our favorite teams, but you just have an affinity for them. You clearly did not for Ovi.
No.
I didn't really. It just was never a guy that I was always seeking out. I'd see a couple of his highlights here and there. That'd be about where it is. It sounds like I'm diminishing him. I don't mean to, but he's just never been a guy at the top of my list of guys I had to check out.
Speaking of Putin, back when he was a younger man, I don't think he still does this. He would play in these exhibition hockey games.
I do remember
against
that.
former NHL players, and he would score a hat trick, 5 goals, 6 goals in a game.
Well, how do you think Trump got his golf handicap down to what it is? Because
same method?
He cheats. Guys are just kicking the ball out of the woods into the fairway. Great shot, Prez.
But we did a bit. Actually, you know what? Not a bit. Real. We have a sister station in Moscow called 97.1 The Comrade. After Putin had one of these big performances in the exhibition game, we listened in to some of their show. Surprised what we heard.
Yes, welcome back. Beautiful day in Mother Russia. Talking with you about Vladimir Putin, sovereign leader and greatest hockey player of all time, as he scored 5 goals in an exhibition game this past week. Now, some of the hating-ass haters out there are saying that Vladimir Putin was only able to score those goals because it was an exhibition against washed-up NHL players. The truth that the fake news does not want you to know is that Vladimir Putin asked for the Las Vegas Golden Knights, Washington Capitals, Tampa Bay Lightning, and Winnipeg Jets to participate in a game against his team, but they declined because they are scared. Either way, this was the most fun Vladimir Putin had since at least November of 2016, if you know what I mean.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Now, we take a quick break. When we return, it is time for Name Dropping with Jeff Rimmer, where he will tell us only about the Bobby Orr.
Your number one source for unreliable deep state lies and manipulations every time. 97.1 The Comrade.
And Rimmer makes the rounds too.
I love how they're a fan of the Sweet Brown soundbite as much as we are here
Everybody
in the
loves
States.
Sweet Brown.
I said, Lord Jesus.
It's a 5.
By the way, Vladimir Putin did really have 5 goals. He did have 5 goals in an exhibition game.
I know.
And before that, he had 8 goals in a 2019 exhibition game. He's really good.
And he's riding a bear shirtless.
I'm pretty sure he goes Rod Langway and doesn't even wear the helmet. No, he's grandfathered in.
Need a helmet.
Think guys are going to check him or touch him? You'd be executed.
Get out of here. Hey, former Buckeye Devin Royal has committed to Villanova. Your thoughts?
I don't really have a lot of thoughts.
Okay, thanks.
But I also saw, Villanova and Prestige, it's a step up. They're in transition, though. Are they the same program that they were under Jay Wright? No, they're on their second coach since Jay. First guy didn't work out. They're trying with Kevin Willard now, who came over from Maryland.
I'm sorry I asked, Teddy. Now we're getting a history of Villanova basketball.
Yeah. Yeah, you are sorry.
All right, sorry I asked.
Did you see Gabe Cups?
Where's he going?
UIC.
Illinois, Chicago?
One of your favorite schools. Illinois, Chicago. The same. The Flames, I believe.
I actually went to a UIC graduation. One of my buddies was graduating from UIC, and I went. And the keynote speaker was a Chicago radio legend named Felicia Middlebrooks. Okay,
that's not real.
No, I'm dead serious.
No, I don't believe you.
She was on the all news station. She was like the big anchor. She made like $1 million a year. I don't know why.
$1 million?
Oh my God, it was ridiculous. And so she was the what do you call it? Commencement address speaker, whatever it is.
That.
And so she's giving the speech, and it's UIC, which means it is a satellite school of University of Illinois, Champaign. But instead of Champaign, it's Chicago. And you're aware that they don't have the same nickname. They're the Flames. She ends her speech with, "Go Illini!"
All right.
Go Illini! Boo! You suck!
It's all the same.
It's not.
Yeah, it's pretty stupid.
We laughed and laughed.
That is a fantastic story.
Vehicular? I wish a car would ram through this studio right now and just take us out.
Gabe Cups, think about where his college career started. We've gone from Indiana to UIC with a stop in between. I hate to think about the Buckeyes as part of
and we're the stop in between.
A college basketball version of Chutes and Ladders. But when you're at the top of the board and you have that giant ladder that takes you almost back to the starting position, that's it.
How you doing over there, Ted?
Doing okay.
Yeah?
Yeah. Took a while for you to respond.
I'm sorry. I got things to do over here.
What are you doing over there?
I'm, checking out the chat. I'm taking notes from this wonderful show. I'm typing down, Timmy talking about Villanova and history.
Then Mike asking me a question and then shunning me for answering it.
Illinois, Chicago,
Yeah, it's
graduation.
Good. All good stuff, right? This is all going to make the Saturday show this week?
Go Illini.
I sure hope so.
Oski Wawa.
Husky Wawa.
Oski Wawa. That's their chant.
Osceola?
Oh.
I don't
Oscar
know if
Mayer?
it's, all, PC these days. But that's what they did. Oski Wawa.
I've seen the wiener twice in the
You
wild.
saw the Wienermobile?
Twice.
Really?
Once in the middle of Pennsylvania.
I ain't seen it.
Yeah.
My whole life I haven't seen the Wienermobile.
Then I saw it again here in Ohio. Off on I-70.
You're drawn to the wiener.
Oh, you just have to cheer in your car when you see it.
Is it majestic?
Oh, yes! Yes!
Wienermobile!
There it is! What are the odds? Of all the places on God's green earth, you see the Wienermobile.
Rapid fire in 2 minutes. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview. Come for the pizza, stay for the dive.
The left lane blocked off from an accident westbound I-70 at 670, about a 25-minute delay right now back from Mound. And another accident on Beechcroft Road, it's at Dublin Granville. This report is sponsored by Fresh Time Market. Your self-care routine is about to glow up. Enjoy 30% off all vitamins and body care at Fresh Time Market from April 8th through the 14th. Take care of yourself and your wallet at one of the biggest sales of the year. Fresh Time Market, rooted in your well-being. I'm Eddie Zellick, 497.1 The Fan Traffic.
Hey, it's Anthony Rothman. Have you lost your energy? Not feeling it in the bedroom anymore? It could be your testosterone. Even if you're a woman, testosterone controls energy, confidence, and sex drive for both men and women. So find out if your testosterone is unbalanced. Find out now for free. Synergenics and Low T Center are offering free testosterone testing for both men and women. Stop by or book today at fixmylowt.com. That's fixmylowt.com.
When second's making a play, short's got to cover.
A winning insurance strategy doesn't rely on one person.
Good hustle, good hustle.
Two things: communicate with your guys and make sure everyone's in the right coverage. It takes a team that knows its roles well, working together to provide an exceptional experience.
Set the screen. You have to protect yourself. All right? Wildcats on 3. 1, 2, 3, Wildcats!
At Shelter Insurance, you can count on our local agents and award-winning customer service to help you protect what matters most.
I'm Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from that other window place.
Wilson, it's important to us that when you call Pella Columbus, you talk to a real person.
You should hear how smooth it is when you call us.
You calling right now?
Yep. Oh, here we go. New windows. No. New window. Operator.
Get the windows that homeowners rated the leading window brand in Columbus at PellaColumbus.com.
Common Man and Timmy is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. Listen every weekday from 3 to 6. They're good, clean boys. The Fan.
Oh, look. It's Common Man and Timmy taking a break from ping pong. Okay, voice guy go pee-pee now. Here's Man and Timmy.
I saw that NFL reporter Diana Rossini has resigned.
Well, how about that?
From The Athletic, less than a week after her photos surfaced with Mike Vrabel at an Arizona resort.
Which they said, well, they laughed it off, said that it was ridiculous that anything was going on. And there was an internal review going on with The Athletic on Diana Rossini's part of things, and she is resigning before the completion of that review. So how does this make you think now that she's chosen to step away after first standing behind?
Well, she
that
still
this was
says,
nothing.
She released a statement, or she sent a letter to the executive editor, Steven Ginsburg, today, not admitting to anything, saying this is still lies, and she doesn't like how it's become a distraction. And
just like when you settle out of court, that's not necessarily an admission of guilt on anyone's part. You are just settling out of court to end a situation.
Right. So, look, it's an embarrassing situation for her. It's embarrassing for Mike Vrabel. And from her standpoint, she is tasked with covering this game. And, you know, if you can't be taken seriously by the people that pay your salary, the subscribers to The Athletic, indirectly, I mean, that's what it is, right? I mean, she posted a news story the other day testing the waters. Is it safe to do this now? And you should have read the mentions. Oh my God.
Boy.
Oh, my God.
What? I didn't actually see that. Just a complete bloodbath.
Oh.
Yeah.
Just an innocuous sort of like,
jokes,
we're getting closer to
everything.
the draft. Whatever it was. And just the responses were ridiculous.
About every second comment about Vrabel or something to do with Vrabes. Well, I mean, I understand she says she doesn't think she did anything wrong, but I wonder deep down if her mind has changed about that, if this was not the right way to carry on a relationship.
Rapid fire.
Rapid fire.
Sponsored by the Waterworks. Plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling. From sump pumps and water heaters to full heating and cooling repair and replacement. The Waterworks tackles it all. Call 614-232-2222.
All right, Teddy, rapid fire number 1.
What's the number one thing you're going to be checking out during Ohio State's spring game on Saturday?
Look, we're not going to see anything from the running back position because they're all dead. I know that Julian Sain's good. It's just going to be how good is he going to be, and we're not going to figure that out during a spring game. I know the wide receivers are good. I'm going to look for offensive line play and how much pressure is put on Ohio State quarterbacks. And I'm going to look for defense overall because they lost so many pieces from this defense during the offseason. Are they statistically going to be where they were last year? Probably not. But I want to try and establish who are the difference makers on the team this year. Who are the guys? Who's the next Arvell Reese going to be?
So we've been hearing a lot about, who's going to step up and fill in that leadership role for Caleb Downs.
Right.
I think that's a big thing. And hasn't Earl Little Jr., who transferred in from Florida State, been garnering a lot of talk from the coaches over there?
Yeah. So far,
he's looked
good
like
talk.
A really, really good player. So someone like him who has to step in and fill an immediate void and he doesn't have a lot of slack time either to get up to that speed. Terry Moore from Duke is another guy. Jalen McClain, who's got experience, but you're wanting to see what steps can be taken. Devin Sanchez, the steps that he can take this year. So everything you said on the defensive side, I think Tavian St. Clair, who I mentioned earlier, and inside the Buckeyes, that's a quarterback that you really want to see what kind of steps he's taken and how does his second spring game look compared to his first one. Brock Boyd, that new wide receiver for Ohio State that's making a lot of noise. There's just a lot of fun players that you want to keep an eye out.
Rapid fire number 2.
Would you be in favor of seeing Ohio State play against another team for their spring game?
Absolutely. I think the game has evolved to the point where it'll be more interesting to the fans. You'll get higher ticket prices for it. You'll get more television revenue for it, and that will help with NIL and all the fundraising stuff they want. Plus, it's just more interesting. I think it's more interesting watching a complete squad go up against another complete squad from a fan perspective. So I'd be all for it.
Are you seeing this more? Because we've talked about this before, brought this up to Adam Rittenberg, and he seemed like he's more lukewarm on what spring games are and how they just are what they are. They have their place. Fans can go out. You leave it at that. But this is different here in Ohio. And if somebody else can come in here and experience this, especially if it's played at the Shoe, like forget about going to other places. Like this is where a spring game is going to be the biggest, right here in the state of Ohio on a nice weather day. Do you want it to be more of a big name variety?
No.
Or like an
have
OU?
to be.
Would this be something that OU would be able to come up the road from Athens to be a part of?
If a big name team wants to come up here and sacrifice their own home spring game,
travel and all that
to travel, that's fine. But to your point, I'm never traveling if I'm Ohio State. I'm bringing teams in every single year.
Also, who's to say that you come up here, that doesn't have to be that team's spring game? That can just be another one of the 15 practices that you're allotted by the NCAA. You can come one week and then you go back the next week. You have your big shindig.
Rapid fire number 3.
The federal tax deadline is tomorrow. Are you someone who gets their taxes done early, or do you guys wait until the last minute?
Jen Winter says she was doing hers last night. Mine have been done for a few weeks. So mine are done, submitted, in, and I'm waiting for my refund.
I always do this. I set a little thing on my Google Calendar for March 15th, for the Ides of March, right smack in the middle of the month. Got college basketball going on, Selection Sunday, and I make sure that I get my taxes done by then so then I can enjoy the rest of the tournament and the Masters without any of that crap to think about. Done with.
Rapid fire number 4.
What's a popular band that you guys tried to like their music, but you just don't get it?
There's lots of stuff like that.
Tons. I would say U2 is up there for me. I've tried.
I dig U2.
Tried to get down with Bono, but I feel like they have that same guitar riff in almost every one of their main.
You're not wrong.
It's the same every song.
I don't like Beastie Boys.
Yeah, I can see. I dig, but I can see how they would be in that list.
What else? Teddy, who is it for you?
Timmy has mine. I've always said that it's you too. Yeah, I try, but it's just not my favorite at all.
Rage Against the Machine, I'm not the biggest fan of in the world, too. I think Tom Morello's pompous. You know what is another one? And again, they're not bad. But this is going to piss Teddy off. Van Halen.
Oh, my God. Van Halen is overrated.
Van Halen.
I don't like, and this will even more piss Teddy off and people of that era. I don't dig the hair band, more electric rock.
Motley Crue?
Yeah, I don't really like Def Leppard.
Oh, I like Def
Van Halen, The Crew, Poison.
I just thought of one.
I'm kind of out on all
Dave
of
Matthews Band. Garbage.
Just stick him to him. That was vehicular. Rapid fire number 5.
All right, today is National Pecan Day. What's your top 3 favorite nuts to eat?
Number 1, a honey roasted peanut. Number 2, a regular dry roasted peanut. Number 3,
stupidest list ever.
I like peanuts. What do you want from me?
Yeah, but cocktail peanut.
No. I don't too smooth. I don't like them.
Spanish red.
Number
peanut.
3, I'm gonna go with a cashew, a nice salted cashew.
I like a good walnut.
Walnut? I find them a little bit bitter on their own.
Eat the walnut. Have it be the finish on my dresser. It's versatile. It's a versatile nut.
That's different entirely.
Spanish red peanut, always a good choice. And you're right, that honey roasted is tough to beat. That's at the top of the list.
Teddy, are we going to pretend like honey roasted peanuts not the answer for everybody?
They are fantastic. I love cashews as well, but yeah.
The sweet with the salty. There's a reason why people like to mix those things up.
We're not talking about like a chocolate nut, right?
No.
Yeah, basic nuts.
But the honey roasted, a little bit of the like sugar crystals on that. It's pretty good.
I'll tell you what though, man, those peanuts, and they should be premium product because they're folding into the cost of the entire experience, even though they're air quotes free. But the peanuts they have at Five Guys,
yeah, really good.
You go get yourself a nice little thing of the peanuts in the shell.
I feel like I have to eat about 1,000 of them when I'm there.
They're delicious.
Yeah.
And then when you go with Torg, he just eats the whole thing, shell and all.
It's disgusting.
And then he chokes on it, and I have to give him the Heimlich maneuver.
I don't understand that. What about a macadamia nut?
They're all right. They're fine.
Pistachios.
Pistachios are good, even though 1 out of every 10 pistachio tastes like total ass. It's like a wild card pistachio.
I like the ones that have already been taken out of their shells. Let somebody else do all that hard work.
See, I don't feel like they have the same flavor when they're sitting there.
It's a nuisance, though. Same thing with de-shelling the peanuts at the Five Guys. You got to work for your food. I love working for my food.
You're the same guy that does the Maryland crab and stuff like that. That's the ultimate work for your food.
That's different. That's a fine delicacy that I'm maybe going to enjoy once a year if I'm lucky.
You eat a lot of peanuts in the shell?
No, because I don't want to.
I'm just saying, is that a multiple time a week thing for you?
I mean, baseball fans think you'd cross that bridge a lot. You've got to have the shelled peanuts anytime you go to a game. Isn't that you?
Yeah, but I never go to games anymore.
Well, maybe you should start.
Maybe I'll go tonight.
Why don't you get some
Dime a dog.
Get some enjoyment out of your life.
Well, that's not going to happen.
You could try.
I'm sick and tired of a certain narrative in sports. It's driving me crazy, and I'm going to tell you what it is coming up next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview. Come for the pizza, stay for the dive.
Eastbound North Outer Belt, there is an accident on the right berm after US 33. Police over there on scene working to clear. And Beechcroft Road, also an accident at Dublin Granville Road. This report is sponsored by Summit Racing Equipment. It's Car Care Month, and Summit Racing has what you need for bumper-to-bumper care. Revive the interior, exterior, underhood, and more. Shop summitracing.com. Use promo code RADIO for $10 off an order of $100 or more. Exclusions apply. Offer ends May 3rd, 2026. I'm Eddie Zellick, 497.1 The Fan Traffic.
Common Man here for Hollywood Casino Columbus.
Oh, Mikey, did you know something new is coming and it's right around the corner?
What is it?
Now you can stay while you play. It's the all-new Hollywood Casino Columbus Hotel. It's coming June 12th, and we want you to celebrate with us as we open the doors with a can't-miss concert and festival.
And here's something for you this month. It's the Win Your Way drawings on select Wednesdays and Saturdays. You can score $100,000. Plus, coming in May, it's the Hollywood Tribute Concert Series.
Ooh, must be 21 to enter. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
Coffee, sandwich, hash browns. Tired of the same breakfast routine? Time to refresh your morning ritual with a $6 Tim's Trio from Tim Hortons. It starts with a premium blend of freshly brewed coffee, a hot, savory breakfast sandwich made with freshly cracked eggs, and for a tasty twist, a daily baked donut to sweeten the deal. Ask for the $6 Tim's Trio. Your morning ritual refreshed. Only at your neighborhood Tim Hortons. At participating U.S. restaurants, must ask for offer. Medium coffee only. Terms apply.
Hey, it's Bo Bishop here. You've heard me talk about High Bank Spirits, but the food is just as good. Brunch worth planning your weekend around. Seasonal dinners perfect for date night or game night. Plus, kids eat half off every Monday. Find menus and locations at highbankco.com. Dine, drink, distill at High Bank.
Protect your home or business with Ramos Roofing. Trusted roofing, siding, and gutter solutions with free estimates and flexible financing. Call 614-761-7663 or visit ramosroofingohio.com today. Ramos Roofing. Reliable, local, built right.
Hey, it's AR here from my longtime friends at Germain Honda of Dublin. If you need service but don't have time to plan it out, Germain Honda of Dublin makes it easy. During the Honda Spring event, you can take advantage of same-day service, no appointment necessary. Just pull in, and their team will take care of you. Fast, convenient, and done right the first time. They've been taking care of me and my Ridgeline for years. Keep your Honda running at its best with Germain Honda of Dublin and at GermainHondaofDublin.com.
Think you know Buckeye football? These two say, hold my beer. The Beat with Austin and Berm.
Sponsored by The Waterworks.
Daily on the Fan's YouTube and wherever you get your podcasts. Your home of the Buckeyes, The Fan.
Working your way through that home projects list, that means more flushes, more showers, more fiddling with the thermostat. Trust the pros at the Waterworks with your plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling needs. Our certified pros can repair or replace your air conditioner or furnace. Clogs? Call the Waterworks. Drain issues? Call the Waterworks. Plumbing problems? Call the Waterworks. HVAC breakdowns? Call the Waterworks. The Waterworks. Trusted and certified plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling experts.
We can come the day you call us.
We're 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
We make junk disappear. All you have to do is point.
Brian, I've been meaning to ask you something.
Okay, ask away.
Sometimes when we're talking, I hear a little sparkling sound.
Is it when one of us says, all you have to do is point?
There it is. Did you hear that?
That's the sound of magic happening.
Magic? Like we can come the day you call us? Wow.
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK or visit 1-800-GOT-JUNK.com.
This is Gordon Miller from Miller Lending, the original home of the no-cost mortgage. If you've been in the market for a new home or just wanted to take advantage of lower rates, recent events have shown exactly why Miller Lending chose to offer a way around bad timing with our no closing cost program. With no fees rolled in or charged, including the cost of title insurance, you can simply close on today's rates and refinance free of charge as rates improve. Over the past several months, we spoke to numerous borrowers who had heard rates were coming down and chose to wait. We explained that if rates did fall, you could simply update a few documents and refinance again, but why take the chance? So when rates spiked to 0.5% recently, Not only was I disappointed that we couldn't help those who waited, but also for those buying a home who just saw a sharp increase to their monthly payment. So while we can't control the market, we can offer an alternative. Eliminate timing and say goodbye to closing costs forever. 877-9-NO-COST or simply apply online at nocostmortgage.com. Miller Lending is an equal housing lender and MLS number 250-2146.
All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
How many points can your IQ fall in 3 hours? You're about to find out. You're listening to Cameraman and Timmy.
I want to talk to you about my friends at Tri-State Men's Health.
My friends, too.
Yeah? Remember the first time you failed to perform in the bedroom? Actually, you know what?
I remember the last time.
You started with your spot doing the same thing. Let me start something else. There are a few things more wonderful in life than intimacy.
Yeah.
But when erectile dysfunction harms intimacy, it can have devastating effects on a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody around you, your whole neighborhood, the economy, it all goes in the tank. Yellowstone erupts.
It takes a village
Nuclear
to do that.
winter, ash plume. Yeah. Right?
All of a sudden, it's Oppenheimer.
That's right.
If this doesn't happen, the world's going to end.
Because of your limp wiener.
Mm-hmm. Don't let it do that.
The
Don't
world's
ruin
going to end because you can't get it up. Well, good news. Our friends at Tri-State Men's Health will make sure the world doesn't end and make sure that you're rock hard because they use advanced medical science to empower male performance with therapies that go far beyond pills, stupid Instagram ads, and she'll like it too. They see limp peepees all day, every day. Let it be the last day that you're not as al dente as you want to be. Call our friends, 800-900-9654, or visit tristatemenshealth.com.
What was the thing that was, you were saying
I've
something,
read
a narrative.
Piece after piece about this, and, they've been playing each other this week, so, the pieces for the idiots, they write themselves. I'm sick and tired of hearing about how the Dodgers and Mets are killing baseball. I don't have a dog in this fight. I don't give two craps about the Dodgers. I don't give two craps about the Mets. But let's stop pretending like all of us out there, regardless of what team you root for, wouldn't kill to have ownership groups that will do whatever is necessary to win championships. This is not the problem with Major League Baseball. We can point to an economic system that's out of whack, sure. But putting the blame on actual ownership groups that will spend whatever it takes to win championships, you're out of your mind. The problem with Major League Baseball is the other owners that do nothing, that just stand there, take their hand out from teams like the Dodgers and Mets when they go above the luxury tax. Where do you think that money goes? Right in the hands of the Pittsburgh Pirates, right in the hands of the Castellini family. And you know what they're entitled to do with that? Keep it right in their pocket. They don't have to take that money, spend it on payroll, to do anything about it. When the Dodgers and the Yankees and the Mets and the Red Sox and the Cubs account for most of the money that's coming in from a national television package, they have to share that with all the ownership groups that cry poor. The same people that can borrow money at 0% interest, unlike you and me. The same people that have billions of dollars in assets like a Major League Baseball team or a family business to their name. They like to pretend like they can't pay their bills and we can't be competitive. No, you choose not to be competitive. When you look at what the Dolans have in their pocket and what they spend on this baseball team, they should be ashamed of themselves. The reason why Major League Baseball is in the state that it is not because of teams like the Dodgers and Mets. It's because of everybody else. And if these ownership groups that aren't willing to spend money don't want to, they don't want to put in the time, the effort, the funds to field a winning team, then sell it. They should be forced to sell because there's billionaires all around the world lining up, trying to get in here and throw their money at the product. But instead, the fans have to suffer for it.
I don't have a lot to add to that. I think the one piece about this that makes this so interesting is how TV has been such a mess. We can all see that. regional sports networks.
Oh, absolutely.
They're crumbling all around us. And the thing that also, and it makes a little bit of sense because you look at what the markets are, where they are, and just the brand names that those teams are too. The Dodgers get so much more back from what their TV deal is. And I'm sure the Mets are close to that, or at least more than most of the other teams in the league. And so they have that working for them. And they're choosing to do this. If you wanted to put a cap on this and you'd all have to play by those rules, the rules that they should be thinking about is that there's a floor.
Absolutely
there's
right.
a floor that there's an algorithm in there where Major League Baseball can know with what their revenue sharing is going to be for this year, the following year, going forward 10 years, what they analyze future TV deals are going to be worth on the whole, not the regional deals, but the national network deals. And then they can know like what everybody's got to get back so that they can actually make money and then still put that back into your team. The one that really just disappoints you the most is we talk about stadiums, best ballparks to go and visit. And when you were out last week, Jason Stark had pointed us to an article because I'd just come back from Fenway. We were chit-chatting about that. And PNC Park was on this list that we were looking at in an elite tier. There's just a few parks up there. Camden Yards, San Diego's, if it's Petco or some other name now, the AT&T or whatever that one is called now in San Francisco. They're just a few stadiums. But the fact that Pittsburgh can boast one of the best parks in all of baseball and never pour anything into the team, they're just getting lucky again. Their staff is incredible right now, the numbers they've put up in the early stages, but you know it's not going to last in the end because they don't commit to it.
It just drives me crazy, though. It's such an easy thing to do. Say, these two up here, this is what's wrong with Major League Baseball. No, it's everybody else down there. That's the problem.
Are the Red Sox starting to
with
fall
Major
into
League
that
Baseball?
Too?
Well, that's just...
When have you ever seen a year where the Red Sox were 12th in spending? What is John Henry doing up there? And it shows on their roster, too.
Well, we just don't have it. What are we going to do?
You're the Red Sox.
I
there should never be a year.
I know.
That's like Ohio State football. Like you should, in a league that's not capped, you should be trying to win a World Series every year.
All right, let's talk about a criminal who's famous for being naked. Coming up next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview. Come for the pizza, stay for the dive.
There is still an accident out in the Zanesville area on eastbound I-70, right lane blocked off after Underwood Street, and another crash on Wilson Road. This is between West Broad and Valley View Drive. This report is sponsored by Lowe's. During Lowe's Deck Days, pros get 15% off all in-stock composite decking, plus get a free DeWalt 20-volt max 5 amp hour battery when you buy a select DeWalt tool. Shop the brand's pros trust at Lowe's, valid through 4/22 while supplies last. Selection varies by location. I'm Eddie Zellick, 497.1 The Fan Traffic.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. Tired of snoring? Sleep Better Columbus can help with a custom mouthpiece that opens your airway and stops the snoring. No mask, no noise. Call 1-800-MORE-SLEEP or visit sleepbettercolumbus.com today. Stop snoring, sleep better, live better.
I'm Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from that other window place.
Wilson, we put new windows in a Dublin home last week. You wouldn't believe how much new light was let in. Changed the entire mood of the home.
You don't need fancy windows to change the mood of a room, Leslie. Know what else will do that? Wilson's Wicks, my new candle line. Here, smell this one.
Oh, that's bad.
I call it warm tuna salad. It's not for everyone.
Get the windows that can completely change the look and feel of your home at PellaColumbus.com.
Most people don't think about their garage door until it stops working. Hi, I'm Tommy Mello, owner of Don's Garage Door Service. A noisy garage door is a cry for help. Most repairs are simple, but if left untreated, they can turn into costly repairs. Your garage door works hard every day, and a little maintenance goes a long way. We fix garage doors fast with quality parts designed to last a lifetime. There's never a good time for your garage door to break, whether you're rushing to work or you're trying to get the kids to school. We know how much you rely on your garage door. That's why we offer same-day repairs, because life doesn't wait, and neither should you. Over 90,000 five-star reviews don't happen by accident. They happen by putting people first. Fixing your garage door is what we do, but making your life easier and your home safer is why we do it. Families trust us because we deliver, and we'd be honored to earn your trust too. From repairs to upgrades, call Don's Garage Door Service today.
Listen up, Columbus. Before you buy or lease a new Honda, see Lindsay Honda first. For a limited time, every new Honda includes a complimentary gift. Choose a KitchenAid stand mixer, a 75-inch high-def TV, or a zero-gravity massage chair when you buy any new Honda. Plus, drive a new 2026 Civic Sport, just $199 a month, or a 2026 CR-V LX, just $279 a month.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference.
During the Honda Spring Event, see lindsayhonda.com for details.
Enjoy more ways to save at Kroger, like low prices in every aisle. And you can clip and save more with digital coupons in the Kroger app. Plus, you can earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. So it's always easy to save big. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Savings may vary by state. Fuel restrictions apply. See site for details.
Kroger makes it easy to save on fuel. Just redeem the points you've earned to save up to $1 a gallon at the pump. See store for details. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
I love Right Pack Credit Union because they're solution driven. I feel valued as a member.
They're focused on the latest technology and the personal connections.
Experience benefits that go beyond banking with Right Pack Credit Union. Just ask our actual members.
I definitely recommend Right Pack to all my family and friends as a credit union of choice.
Visit one of our Columbus area Right Pack Credit Union member centers near you. Based on individual members' experiences, results may vary.
When you saw your heating bills this winter, did you think this is out of control? The problem is your house is leaking money, and the only thing higher than your heating bills are your cooling bills. Steve here from USA Insulation. Let us fix your energy bill problem for good. If you aren't foam insulated, you really aren't insulated. For $99 a month, interest-free, we'll foam your home and help cut those energy bills. 529-2440 or USAinsulation.net.
USA Insulation.
Ready to make it rain on the court for a great cause? It's the 3v3 Hoops Tournament at Ohio State University RPAC. Saturday, May 2nd from 12 to 4. Hosted by NBA legend Kenny Anderson. Grab your three and let's see who the best trio in Columbus. For your shot at a share of $10,000 in cash. Register now at classicforcolumbus.com. That's classicforcolumbus.com.
Presented by the Franklin County Board of Commissioners, Office of Economic Engagement and Community Development, and America 250 Ohio.
Call the folks at Buckeye, night or day.
The heat is on its way, and my AC's not brand new. How can I make sure it cools like it's supposed to?
I recommend a tune-up to you and every caller. Experience true comfort for $53.
Get an AC tune-up for $53.
Call 614-683-9911. Call the folks at Buckeye, night or day.
Hey, it's T-Bone again. Sleep apnea doesn't have to rule your nights. Sleep Better Columbus has been treating snoring and sleep apnea for over 15 years with proven results and now has an office open in Marysville. Call 1-800-MORE-SLEEP or go to sleepbettercolumbus.com. Stop snoring, sleep better, live better.
Broadcasting live from the McDaniel GM Superstore Studios, driving excellence since 1916. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. WBNS HD1 Columbus.
Good afternoon. This is Paul Keels. Blue Jackets close the regular season tonight, hosting Washington. You can hear that game right here on the Fan. Both teams eliminated for the postseason, with Philadelphia's win last night over Carolina. Former Michigan football coach Sharon Moore avoided jail time when sentenced today for a pair of misdemeanors in connection to his actions after being fired by the school for an inappropriate relationship with a staff member. Moore was given 18 months probation, fined over $1,000, as well as other sanctions. Diamond Dog Night in Huntington Park. Columbus Clippers host Iowa. Cleveland Guardians trying for two back-to-back wins, playing at St. Louis, and the Cincinnati Reds open a series at home with San Francisco. This update brought to you by Germain Toyota. For unbeatable service and sales, visit Germain Toyota on the corner of I-70 and Bryce Road or online at germaintoyota.net. Breaking sports news when it happens on the Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Panama Ted is being forced to produce this show against his will. You're listening to Common Man and Timmy.
Hey, subscribe to the podcast of This Dumb Show. It's available wherever you get your audio. Just search Common Man and Timmy. Click. Subscribe. Every single show comes right to your device free of charge. Podcast is brought to you by our friends, Care Heating and Cooling. Before we get to the naked criminal, got a text from a childhood buddy of mine today that he went to the mall
Yeah.
in the hometown that we used to live in, and how the only thing left in the entire mall is a movie theater and a Von Maur department store.
The old Von Maur. That's like the big department store in that area.
Well, in that mall.
In that
it's still open,
mall.
but everything else in the mall is completely closed. You can walk around the mall.
Everything.
You can walk around the entire mall, and it's all just boarded up and shuttered up. And
There's not a cookie spot in
nothing.
there?
Nothing. It's the movie theater. It's the department store.
There's not a sunglass hut. There isn't a cart in the middle of the walking paths
Am
or
I
the atrium?
speaking Greek?
Nothing?
Nothing. Here's a text he sent me as he's talking about the memories. And you could fill this in. This is Anytown, USA. This is anybody's mall. He said, eating at the Sbarro and Great Steak and Potato Factory, making stupid remarks to the girl on the ladder at Champs. I remember that. So Champs was a sporting goods store. Okay.
People of a certain age, they have a soft spot in their heart for Champs. That was high dollar stuff. If you were shopping at Champs, you had some money saved up for some shoes.
We walk in there, and there's a girl on a ladder, like putting some merchandise up on the shelves or something like that. And my buddy, he's famous for the worst opening lines ever. Like anytime he would approach a female, it was cringeworthy what would come out of his mouth. And so she's up on this ladder, and she goes, "Hey, guys, what's up?" And he just looks at her and says, "You are."
Okay.
Because you're on the ladder.
Yeah, ladder, babe.
Yeah, I got it. Anyway, welcome into Champs.
How's the weather up there?
Oh, my God. He wanted to die. Buying that Live 101 CD at the overpriced music store next to the toy store on the first floor, getting my ear pierced with my mom and a buddy showing up and randomly making fun of me.
Yeah. Oh, God. He got his ear pierced back in the day?
The top of the ear.
Oh,
too.
No.
Not the bottom.
He tried to be one of those guys.
The top of the ear.
I hope he got treated the same way that you did when you went into school the day after you wore your corduroys, or you had some kind of fashion choice.
It was the structure sweater.
The structure sweater.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, he got it much worse than that because he didn't take the earring out. I at least stopped wearing the sweater.
So he committed to it.
For years.
I guess committing to the piercing is different than committing to a sweater.
He said, my grandparents going to the theater so often they gave me free tickets with the stamp card, shopping at the Funko Land when that mall first opened, buying posters of half-naked Gillian Anderson at the Spencer Gifts, where I worked, by the way. I worked at the Spencer Gifts. But we all sort of have that, right, where, like, my wife grew up here. She grew up in Dublin. She still lives in Dublin. She remembers going to the first day, opening day of Tuttle Mall, right?
Yeah.
And you walk in there now, and it's just a depressing hellscape.
I went there, I think after we were talking about this, it had been at least 5 years since I had gone. And then I went back in about 3 years ago just to get a look for myself. And I'm wondering what it looks like today.
Bad.
I'm wondering if it is like scene 59, scene 79. There's some kind of indoor amusement park or arcade. I have no idea what goes on in that place. But is it that and maybe one of the Macy's? Do they have one of the Macy's there still?
Yeah, they have one
hanging
Macy's
on
there.
by
They
a
have
thread.
They have a JCPenney, I think, is still there. But the interior is pretty much nothing.
But we took Jack to that mall when he was a little baby and getting into his toddler years just to get out of the house, just to go by the little, space-themed play area that they
was
had
like
in the
15
atrium.
years ago.
I know, but it's crazy how quickly some things can fall out of touch. And the American shopping mall experience with online shopping and a lot of other things that are garnering people's interest, it has just fallen by the wayside. And it used to be so much fun just to hang out there.
I think it could be again. I think that, it's just been mismanaged, a lot of these malls. But I love how at one point the public looked at shopping malls as like the downfall of society. It's like all these kids, they just go to the mall.
The shopping mall was the modern cell phone.
Walk around the mall. Back in my day, we were playing stickball in the alley.
Right.
But now we look at the mall as, That American institution, the mall. But why is it that a collection of stores makes us so nostalgic?
Why overcharging you?
Right. Why is it that a place like that being run down or closed makes you sad? And I think it's because it's just another reminder of our own mortality, that at some point we're all going to outlive our usefulness. And there will be people who look at us. Maybe they do already. So, remember that common man? He used to be really something. Now he's doing a show with some loser.
You just referenced your own mortality by that phrase.
He used to be really
something.
Something, that guy. And now look at him.
He used to be a whippersnapper. And
Who does
now
he think he is now?
Out.
I used to laugh when he used to talk, and now it's...
Now
just
he's
a
talking
bunch
about
of
shopping malls
right.
and wishing things would go back to the way that they once were. Why don't you get with the times?
It's just a reminder of our own mortality.
I think you think back on it now and you think of, just where things are today. Anytime you can just put your tablets, put your screens, put your phones away. I don't care what it is. I really don't. I will say it. I am up for anything. If we can all just hang out together, go out somewhere. I don't care if it's a baseball game. I don't care if it's a soccer game. We go to a soccer game, we're going to, see the Crew probably lose this year. Now that our guy's out with a torn ACL. That sucks.
That was going to be the problem.
That sucks. But
they were so good before then.
They were. Yeah, they got that win in their first 6 games. But anything that you can think of. Going to the mall, it used to be so much fun. All the stores are just going through my mind that were high on the list. Like you can make up the perfect day of where you were going to eat. Remember how every food court, you didn't know what the restaurant was called, but every food court had a teriyaki bowl. And they would always give you enough for free.
Bourbon chicken or something like that. Very yummy. They'd be giving the free samples standing there.
Like
very yummy.
Bowl. You're like, why do I have to pay for a bowl? You're giving me like a whole entire order for free.
Oh, and the pieces they'd give you, it's like the succulent connective tissue of the thigh meat.
So succulent.
It was so good.
Just rice and teriyaki chicken. Who would have ever thunk that would just be so delicious together? But it was likely at the shopping mall food court where you first had that food. Auntie Anne's pretzels, knowing somebody at the Auntie Anne's late after the mall closes so you can get those 10 extra pretzels
My sister
free.
dated a guy who worked at the Auntie Anne's, and he'd bring him over to the house, and I put on like 20 pounds.
It was me going to the back of the Pro Image, which was our smaller satellite sporting goods shop. It was the T-shirt, hat shop. Now they're just like a New Era store, but this was our one. And giggling at the Big Johnson T-shirts, just wishing that I could just buy that and be confident enough to wear that in the house. Things like that. Cruising around the Sports Authority, going into the TJ Maxx. Mrs. Fields.
Mrs. Tit? What?
I was going to say Mrs. Tyndall's. Was that a cookie place?
Mrs. Tyndall's?
That's not... I don't know
that doesn't sound right. Mrs. Tyndall.
Mrs. Fields.
Sid Fields. Yeah, Mrs. Fields was the cookies.
Fields, yeah. Mrs. Fields. Cinnabon. That too.
I love
oh my God.
By the way, there are still good malls out there. Easton's a good mall when people aren't shooting each other. I mean, that's a nice mall.
One seems to work.
Polaris isn't bad, but I do miss some of the smaller regional malls that every single town had.
The fully indoor shopping mall seems to be becoming a thing of the past.
At this point, how much could it possibly cost? Maybe you and I should buy it. Let's try and revitalize that mall.
The real estate alone is worth millions right there.
I didn't think about that.
We don't have it. We could lease, maybe.
We lease?
We'd have to come up with something.
Like Rent-A-Center Mall?
We'd have to come up with something that really cooks.
Oh, are you kidding?
We're out on our asses.
No, it'll be great. If you and I had a concept for the mall, we got to put our heads. Teddy, you in on this?
Absolutely. Sounds like a good time.
Let's put our heads together.
An indoor golf course. No. Fully indoor golf course.
I don't want that crap because now we're doing something else. Now it's not the mall. I want to bring back the mall.
Okay, you're right.
Just
you're
rethink the mall.
You're right.
And make it better. No kiosks. Kiosks gone. I like to walk down the mall and be unbothered.
More candle shops or less? We having a Bath and Body Works?
You have to have a Bath and Body Works, don't you?
Do we have more like mom and pop type of shop?
No. I
shops
don't
or
want
less?
That. No, less.
Sharper.
The last thing I want is to see my mom and pop running a shop.
We need 2 sharper images, one on each end of the mall.
I think they're out of business.
We're bringing them back. What was the competitor to Sharper Image? They had
Brookstone?
Brookstone, yeah.
Brookstone, wasn't it?
Body by Brooks. Brookstone, yes.
No. Sports by Brooks.
You're right. Sports by Brooks.
Naked Thief. All right, Naked Thief is next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview. Come for the pizza, stay for the dive.
Westbound US 33, there is an accident between Post Road and US 42. 2 to 3 minute delay in through there. And also on Lockbourne Road, there's an accident between Roar and Rathmel Road. This report is sponsored by the Ohio Department of Public Safety. Roadside workers have lives and families, but when they're on the job, they put it all on the line to protect and serve us. Remember, they're not just roadside workers. Thank you for moving over and slowing down. Brought to you by ODOT, USDOT, NHTSA, and ODPS. I'm Eddie Zellick, 497.1 The Fan Traffic.
There is nothing more meaningful you can do for yourself, your family, and friends than finally getting rid of that pain so they can enjoy that time with you again, especially heading into vacation season. Here, let me help you. It's Bobby Carpenter, and Dr. Tesler and his team at QC Kinetics take care of your pain in the office so you can go right along with your day. It's that easy. So if you say yes to any of these questions, you're the kind of patient QC Kinetics regenerative treatments can help every day. I have consistent pain in my joint, knees, hips, shoulder, back. Pain keeps me from getting a good night's sleep. I'm missing work or saying no to things that I love. I don't want surgery or a long-term recovery. I am at the end of my rope, and taking medications every day is just going to get me through the day. I don't want to do it anymore. So if you want to do that, go check out your free consultation over with my friends at QC Kinetics in Dublin or Gahanna. Call 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544. They have offices in Dublin and in Gahanna.
Hey folks, Austin Ward here. You know, there was a time if you handed me a bread basket at dinner, it was like feeding a gator. You might lose a finger. Bread, pasta, pizza, man, carbs were undefeated in my life. That is, until Awaken 180 weight loss came in and flipped the script. Look, I've run the gauntlet of diets, and each time, carbs won by knockout. But Awaken 180 isn't a diet. It's a whole new playbook for changed up lifestyle. We all know it's necessary to lose that weight, but this is to keep it off. That constant carb craving, the one we all shrug off as normal, gone. Sure, I still love my pizza. But here's the difference. Now I don't need it. So now, most times when that waiter hustles over with a basket of temptation, I just grin, give a little nod, and wave it away like I'm passing on a 4th and long. Because I'm in control now. Awaken 180 isn't just a game changer, it's a life changer. Trust me. Call them at 844-346-1800 or visit awaken180weightloss.com. Your future self will thank you.
Ah, college. A time to broaden the mind, question, learn. A time to challenge the status quo. And eat a ridiculous amount of pizza, which you can buy with your Huntington Bank debit card with the Ohio State University logo. Huntington Bank is proud to be the official consumer bank of The Ohio State University and the unofficial bank of pizza. Let's go Bucks! Let's get more from money. Switch to Huntington Bank. Welcome.
Truck drivers, have you been searching for a more reliable driving job? Get the paychecks and predictability you need as a Schneider driver. Schneider's large selection of driving jobs means you can get the home time that suits your schedule. Choose from daily, weekly, monthly, or sometime in between. Plus, Schneider drivers have access to great benefits with a 401k match and a 24/7 support team. Get the keys to a better driving job. Search openings near you and apply now at schneiderjobs.com.
All your favorite fan shows are on YouTube, along with those fake YouTube ads like Chew This Gum and It Grows New Teeth. Experience the splendor of Bo sitting in his closet, Timmy Hall's gouty gold chains, and Matty Ice wearing a coat in 90-degree weather. It's all there. Head to YouTube and subscribe today.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is fast for cash. Call today for an all-cash offer on any of your properties, and we can close within days at 614-470-2000. 614-470-2000. Do you own a property that's outdated and needs thousands of dollars in repairs? Great, I'll buy it. 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. Would it be convenient for you if you could simply take what you want and leave the rest behind? Great, I'll buy it. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family, foreclosures, commercial properties. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Call today and speak with me, John Kozik, for an all-cash offer and the help you need. At 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000, TurboTrackRealty.com.
For the ones who get it done, Graeter offers the professional grade products you need, delivered when and where you need them. Call, click Graeter.com, or just stop by.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Yeah, a couple of thunderstorms early tonight across central Ohio, mainly to the north, and then drier overnight into Wednesday morning. On Wednesday, a warm day with highs in the middle 80s, partly sunny to start, and a 30% chance of some afternoon rain, even a couple of thunderstorms. On Thursday, 30 to 40% chance of some rain, maybe a storm in the afternoon, and the high 80. Drier Friday. Cold front comes in on Saturday afternoon and Saturday night. That is your 97.1 The Fan weather forecast. I'm 10 Weather Impact Chief Meteorologist Chris Tomer.
The Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus is the official sportsbook sponsor of Common Man and Timmy. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
Let's get one thing perfectly clear. If you're not willing to kill baby Hitler, you're a moron. This is Common Man and Timmy.
I want to talk about my friends at Universal Windows Direct. You know, April's the perfect time to reset your home for the long run. And Universal Windows Direct makes that decision easy because right now, when you buy 2 windows, you get 2 free. And there's no limit. So if you need 100 windows, must be nice, you only pay for 50. The more you upgrade, the more you save. Plus, you get 24 months with no payments and no interest. That's 2 years. And a $500 bonus off your home improvement project. Would you like a free estimate, too?
Yes, I think you need a free estimate.
Well, you can get it at Universal Windows Direct. Call them today, 614-502-5220, or visit universalwindowsdirect.com. Tell them Common Man sent you, and they'll say, who's that? And you'll say, yes.
That guy that used to be pretty good, right? What kind of company's out there not giving you estimates?
Free estimate.
Free. It's lousy if you don't get that.
Lousy.
I love it. All right, so this story really just brought me in when I saw this headline. Nude burglar who terrorized Virginia community arrested after month-long search.
He's a peeping Tom.
They had to have a stakeout to find this guy.
She got a great ass.
He looks quite fit. There's a lot of pictures from Ring cameras where...
Does that make a difference?
He's covering his head and his mouth.
Well, he's naked, but...
everything else...
He looks pretty good naked.
Completely bare.
Yeah, well, I think he's a pervert. Probably a communist, too.
So this was in the lovely town of Centerville, Virginia. Just a stone's throw from where I grew up in Manassas. Should have been in Manassas.
Manassas?
Manassas, Manassas.
Doink, that was a dong.
Yeah, that's the name of the town. That would have been a perfect place for him to be terrorizing. Manassas, Virginia, Manassas. So this was in connection with a string of attempted break-ins committed by this nude vagrant between March and here in early April. He was caught on several home surveillance cameras, stalking and tiptoeing through the tulips around the properties in nothing but shoes and a mask. It was just a piece of blue cloth wrapped around his head. And so residents were just continually begging the police, please help us. This guy's naked, and he's not just naked walking around. He's breaking into homes.
What do you think,
or
T-Bone?
trying to.
Let me look at your sausage.
And so the stakeout was set up on April 1st. Only this was no April Fool's Day prank. Officers with the Fairfax PD, they staked out a house in Centerville. It was near the neighborhood that was frequented by this naked raider, Naked Raiders of the Lost Ark. And it says before sunrise on one Monday, a detective spied the naked man just sort of waltzing by the stakeout. And then the suspect went to flee And so there was a chase, only
a naked chase.
I guess the cops didn't want to chase the naked dude on
Chubby
foot.
time!
So they sent their drone and they tailed him through the neighborhood.
What about the dog?
What about the dog?
Have the dog chase after you.
Bite him in the ass?
Or the
or
Jack and Dick.
It would almost, you know what? You don't even need jail time if that's what happened.
If the canine.
We say go to jail all the time. That's death sentence. That's 50 years in prison for nude burglaries.
Well,
but if
Your Honor.
if the canine bites your ween off, we're good.
There you go. Lesson learned.
Right. That's it. And so he fled. Cops sent the drone after him. He jumped a fence into a backyard of a nearby home. He ducked inside and hid. They said it's not immediately clear if he lived at the residence or was using a stranger's abode as a hiding spot. Yeah, he just broke in. Detectives didn't let up. They pinpointed his location. Then they got a search warrant, went in, and arrested the dude.
So did they figure out why he was naked? Is that just his calling card, like the Wet Bandits?
When asked why he was naked, he looked at the cops and said, because that's how I want to be.
That was all about Cox. Fletcher Cox.
A resident of the community who was allegedly tormented told WJLA that she and her neighbors all erupted into cheers and applause.
Look, all
the
kidding
moment
aside.
Walker was carted away. So they were out there when he was, what do they usually like throw the old blanket? They have like a naked blanket, don't they?
They got it in the trunk of the squad car just in case.
It's like an old moving blanket, like in the back of the budget trucks. They have to just throw that over the streakers at the ball games, throw it over somebody like that to cover them up.
Yeah, it's a funny story because we're not living it, but I'm sure if you were in that neighborhood and just some naked guys running around breaking into homes, it is terrifying.
See, this is exactly the kind of story, too, that you live and you try to tell your friends about it at work and nobody cares. Nobody pays any mind. They don't care about it at all. And you're like, no, like there's really a naked guy every other day. We can all see him. He's just sort of out there flaunting it, begging to be caught.
And nobody believes you?
But he knows that nobody is going to do anything about it because what are the cops going to do? Oh, a naked guy running around out there trying to break into people's homes. They're like, yeah, right. We're in Northern Virginia. We got other things that we got to worry about right here.
What does that mean we're in Northern Virginia?
Well,
There's no such thing as crazy people in Northern Virginia?
Yeah, because Northern Virginia is such just a rough and tumble kind of place.
We talked about Cox.
So they got
spring
him.
game. Spring game coming up this weekend. Ryan Day will be naked, coaching naked.
Well, he's going to have he's showing off his new piercings.
That's right.
He's going to coach shirtless. He's going to be naked from the waist up.
He wants some street cred. He's got the nipple piercing and the chain that goes all the way down to the zazich. Colorado had their spring game this past weekend. You know,
who? Colorado?
Colorado. They were very excited when Deion Sanders first took the job in 2023. They had 47,277 people show up to their spring game, which at the time was just, that's
crazy.
Unheard of. It was an all-time record,
Let
right?
me guess. I didn't see the number. Let me guess what it was down to.
Well, I'm going to do it year by year. Okay. So Deion's first year, 47,277. That's 2023. In 2024, that number went down to 28,424. So
almost down by half.
Almost down by
in
half.
That first year.
Then in 2025, that went to 20,430.
And now,
after a 3-9 season,
7,000.
17,500.
17,000?
Yeah, 17,500.
I think Nebraska had its spring game.
I'd also like to point out this is free.
Free?
Right.
Not even $5
No,
or so.
not even $5. It's nothing. It's just free.
So Nebraska had 27,000 at their spring game. I think it was last week or a couple weeks ago. And that was the lowest attendance since 2000 for the Huskers.
What do you think?
Give them credit.
I'm
they
looking to see
stink,
what
but
the
they
weather's gonna
always
be.
show out. They do it for basketball, too.
The weather on Saturday here.
Oh, isn't that the chilly day?
No, 70% chance of rain, though, on Saturday.
Well,
high of 74.
Perfect. Hopefully that changes. The rain can fluctuate this far away from it. So hopefully we get a we get a good break there.
Timmy time?
Timmy time.
Timmy time in 2 minutes. Colin Manning, Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview. Come for the pizza, stay for the dive.
Westbound on the South Outer Belt, the left lane blocked from a disabled semi. That's between I-71 and US 62, about a 3-minute delay to get through there. Also an accident eastbound I-70 in the construction zone after State Route 142, the left lane blocked there. This report is sponsored by Fresh Time Market. Your self-care routine is about to glow up. Enjoy 30% off all vitamins and body care at Fresh Time Market from April 8th through the 14th. Take care of yourself and your wallet at one of the biggest sales of the year. Fresh Time Market, rooted in your well-being. I'm Eddie Zellick, 497.1 The Fan Traffic.
I love Right Pack Credit Union because they're solution driven. I feel valued as a member.
They're focused on the latest technology and the personal connections.
Experience benefits that go beyond banking with Right Pack Credit Union. Just ask our actual members.
I definitely recommend Right Pack to all my family and friends as a credit union of choice.
Visit one of our Columbus area Right Pack Credit Union member centers near you. Based on individual members' experiences, results may vary.
Listen up, Columbus. Before you buy or lease a new Honda, see Lindsay Honda first. For a limited time, every new Honda includes a complimentary gift. Choose a KitchenAid stand mixer, a 75-inch high-def TV, or a zero-gravity massage chair when you buy any new Honda. Plus, drive a new 2026 Civic Sport, just $199 a month, or a 2026 CR-V LX, just $279 a month.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference.
During the Honda Spring Event, see lindsayhonda.com for details.
I'm Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from that other window place.
Wilson, what are we wearing?
Lie detectors. Anytime a lie is detected, we get a little shock.
All right, let's try them. So, Pella was rated by homeowners as the leading window brand here in Columbus.
Nothing? Okay. Well, our windows can change the look of your home. Ow. This thing sometimes shocks you when you tell the truth. Ouch. It's okay. I'm having fun.
Get the windows that can change the look and feel of your home at PellaColumbus.com.
Common Man and Timmy is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. Listen every weekday from 3 to 6. They're good, clean boys. The Fan.
This show cuts harder than a Cape Cod chip inside Timmy's mouth. This is Common Man and Timmy.
Last game of the Jacket season is tonight. Jackets hosting the Washington Capitals. It's also Alex Ovechkin celebration night. I'm sure it will be.
I'm sure him and Marchenko have caught up, right?
Are they buddies?
I mean, they're fellow Russians, right?
So all Russians like each other?
Yeah, that's right.
So him and Provorov and Marchenko, they all get together?
Yeah. Yeah, all of them.
No, that's not true, because Panarin hates Ovechkin because Panarin hates Putin.
Well, I wish I could still like Panarin.
You can. He just doesn't play here anymore.
Why doesn't he come back?
Because he wants to win something.
It sucked for him.
Think
in New
about
York.
Charlie Coyle, okay? Charlie Coyle has played over 1,000 NHL games. He's played in the postseason every single year. He does not know what it's like to play in a regular season game that has absolutely nothing on the line. Enter his Columbus Blue Jacket career. We'll take care of that for you, buddy. Tonight is the only game in his 1,000-plus game career that he's ever going to play in that has nothing at stake.
That really is incredible. And it sucks, too.
Blue Jackets will fix that.
Yeah, we did.
Playoffs your entire career? Come here. We'll take care of it. All right, Timmy time. Come on.
It's Timmy time! He's a little lamb with a lot to learn. It's Timmy. He's a handful of trouble at every turn.
All right, Mikey, so coming up next week, God, it's crazy how fast it approaches, right? The NFL draft.
Hey, Teddy, can you believe it's
next Thursday?
April 14th
First round.
already?
I can't believe it's that time of year already.
Can you believe
First
it?
round of the draft. Would you just shut up?
Can you believe it?
Let me do the thing.
It's spring already? Yeah, it's just flying right by.
Yeah, you're doing that thing again. So next Thursday, first round of the draft. It's going to be in Pittsburgh this year. So a little history. Back in 1936, That was the first NFL draft. It was February 8th. It was in Philadelphia, where Heisman winner Jay Berwanger was the first pick.
Hello.
He was also the first recipient of the Downtown Athletic Club trophy. So a little factoid for you. That was then later named the Heisman Trophy.
I see.
So that's a pretty good factoid for Jay Berwanger. First ever pick in the NFL draft and the first recipient of the Heisman Trophy. Two cool things. He was from Dubuque, Iowa.
I've been there.
Played at Chicago. Played at University of Chicago.
Very smart school.
The Maroons, who were a Big Ten program way back in the day until 1946. And most of the NFL drafts were then held at hotels in places like Chicago, New York City, and Philadelphia for the longest time until, when do you think that first, take a guess, when do you think that first NFL draft was at Radio City Music Hall, where it had its nice, 20-year run or so before they started to take it around to different cities out there?
I'm gonna say it wasn't
Ballpark
until
it.
I'll say 1980.
Way later than that.
Way later than that.
2006. The 71st draft. 2006
was the first one at Radio City Music Hall?
Shocked me as well. Shocked me as well to see that.
Sure?
Yep. April 28th and April 29th.
Teddy, that sounds made up, doesn't it? It's like one of those fake AI things that Jason Stark had to deal with.
Where was it at before that then, Timmy? Because they did it somewhere.
Where I don't have it in front of me. Where was it at before? The very year before that?
Yeah, like
no, it said it was at different. It could have been in New York right before.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Was it like in? But it was
probably
wasn't
did
Radio City. It was like a different.
Yeah, because I said when I researched Chicago, New York, Philadelphia, different hotels, banquet halls, but it wasn't the grandiose event until much later on. So we kind of worked our way up to that. All right, part of what I have for you today. I can't call it man in the office. We'll just call it boy in the office. So we went around. I had two things in mind. Number one was to find out the biggest bust. We talked about this off the top of the show. Biggest bust in NFL draft history, because we had a guy in mind. Wanted to see what the masses would say, all of our different fan personalities, on what they came to first. And also a little question about how much coverage do we actually watch once we're done with that first round, which is on its own dedicated day now on Thursday. So without further ado, here we go.
You make this deal right now, Tom, and you get Bo Callahan. Say it with me.
Good day, sir.
Come on, Tom, say it with me, you pancake-eating mother.
I like watching dudes.
We've been hanging and banging, brother.
All right, I say, good answer.
This guy, this is not my kind of guy.
Well, that's the perfect kind of stupidity to end that one. So as you can see, almost everybody picking Jamarcus Russell for this one. Hands down.
It's hard not to pick him.
Hands down, number 1 overall. Didn't make it to 25 in the NFL, the biggest bust
I would like
in
to
NFL
point
draft
out,
history.
I'm going to send you to jail. What was the first year at Radio City Music Hall, which technically it was 2006, but the birth of the modern draft that everybody knows from New York City with the fans and on TV was 1980. That was the first televised draft on ESPN.
With fans in attendance?
I think there were fans there. You think 2006 was the first time they ever had a crowd to watch the draft?
I know in from 86 to 94, it was in the Marriott Marquis, and then they went to the theater at Madison Square Garden from 95 to 2004.
We
And then after that, they went
Radio
to,
City Music Hall.
And then they went there in 2006. But yeah, they had crowds and
Yeah.
I told you that it was in hotels and places in Chicago, New York, and Philly, but the line was Radio City Music Hall.
Well, you know what? I don't care
because
for
that
that.
became the place where
Teddy
it was
doesn't care
every
for
year
it.
for a run of
I don't
drafts.
care for it. Just misworded.
It wasn't
It was.
misworded.
I don't like it.
Did I not say Radio City Music Hall?
No, you did say that, but I can remember plenty of times, like back in the early 90s, watching the draft, and they were in New York City, and they had a crowd and fans.
That is true.
So I don't know why you chose 2006, but yeah.
All right, jail.
Jail for you.
Yeah, okay. Jail's fine.
I'll tell you what, this segment really sucks.
I've had better.
It's vehicular.
All the segments we've had, this was one of them.
Yeah, this was another segment.
Back page coming up. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview. Come for the pizza, stay for the dive.
The left lane is blocked off from a disabled semi westbound on the south outer belt between I-71 and US 62. A 15-minute delay back from US 23. Also out in Zanesville, still got that crash on eastbound I-70 after Underwood Street, blocking the right lane. This report is sponsored by Custom Air. You're not just a homeowner, you're also an air conditioner that only works sometimes owner. Instead, you need cooling built and tested to keep going. Luckily, there's American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard. Visit customairco.com for your estimate today. I'm Eddie Zellick, 497.1 The Fan Traffic.
There's an old story about cat toys that's been retold for over 20 years because it perfectly explains who we are. This is Dennis Sullivan, president of Care Heating and Cooling. Years ago, a couple who shared their house with 3 cats had another company out to look at their furnace. After working on it, the technician said it was dangerous and had to be replaced. The couple called Care for a second opinion, and my dad Mike went out to help them. When he inspected the furnace, the cause of the problem became obvious. A cat toy had been stuffed into the heat exchanger. With the toy removed, the furnace ran perfectly. Now, how did the toy get there? You can decide for yourself, but here's what mattered then and still matters now. The first company paid commissions to their service techs to sell new furnaces. At CARE, we pay our technicians to fix furnaces, not sell you a new one. And if a new furnace is needed, our team of replacement specialists will advise you on all options available and help you make your best choice. CARE Heating and Cooling. Call 1-800-COOLING when you need a company you can trust.
Bobby Carpenter here with the Riverside Bank of Dublin Sports Money Report. Baseball is a business built on patience. From long seasons to long-term contracts, the smartest organizations know success isn't just about one big swing. It's about consistency, development, and managing resources over time. Here's Chuck Moore, CEO, and Travis Sanders, President of Riverside Bank of Dublin, on how they help clients sustain success over time.
Winning teams invest in their farm systems, manage payroll wisely, and play the percentages. That same approach applies to your finances. At Riverside Bank of Dublin, we focus on steady growth and smart decision making, and we invest in our people.
That's right, Travis. Riverside Bank helps create financial plans designed to last, not just for this season, but for years to come. Because whether it's building a championship roster or building financial security, fundamentals always win. Riverside Bank of Dublin, trusted, local, and committed to helping you succeed. Look for our new branch location in Bridge Park in Dublin.
Tune in every day for the Riverside Bank of Dublin Sports Money Report. Visit their office at 6300 France Road in Dublin or online at riverside.bank.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Morning Juice is now on YouTube, weekday mornings starting at 6. If you're a fan of Bobby Carpenter, he's ready to attack and dominate. If you're a fan of Jeff Dudoff, drive directly to a hospital. Seriously, The Fan.
I need a small order of sheet metal to repair something in the shop. It's not much, but can you help me out?
At Metal Supermarkets, no order is too small.
Wait, really?
Yep.
What about small home projects?
Yep.
For a car I'm working on?
Yep.
Any kind of metal?
Yep.
Cut to size?
Yep.
With no minimum order?
Yep.
How about 1,000 cut pieces of aluminum flat bar?
Yep. Choose from over 8,000 types, shapes, and grades of metal in any quantity you need. And yes, we're serious. Any metal, any size, ready fast. Locally owned on Wilson Road.
This spring, celebrate everything she is with the perfect gift that sparkles as bright as she does. Hi, it's Alex Johnson from the Diamond Cellar. For over 78 years, we've helped you mark life's most meaningful moments with gifts that speak louder than words. Mother's Day, anniversaries, graduations, whatever you're celebrating, make it unforgettable with jewelry that honors her legacy, her light, and her love. Visit Diamond Cellar on Selma Road and at Easton Town Center, or shop online at diamondcellar.com.
Performance matters in intimate moments. Don't let ED ruin them. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health, and I want to assure you that if you're like the vast majority of guys, you don't have to suffer with ED anymore. In fact, you might be pleasantly surprised at how the right treatments could positively impact your love life. At Tri-State Men's Health, our advanced medical therapies go far beyond pills. We have treatments that are effective in well over 90% of cases, and we offer specific and combinative treatments that can dramatically enhance both your performance and your stamina. You could even last up to an hour or more and bring a far greater level of intimacy to both you and the one you love, perhaps performing like you haven't in years. So call us today and find out why our advanced treatment strategies offer so much more. Your first visit is just $99 and gets you blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com. Tri-State Men's Health, advanced medical science to improve men's lives.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Ohio Heating and Bryant, doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
Buckeye Show coming up at the top of the hour. Austin and Byrne with you. And then it's Jackets time at 6:30. It's the last time for a while I'm going to say that because it's the final game of the season. Jackets and Capitals. Catch all the action right here on the Fan. Former Michigan coach Sharon Moore was sentenced today to 18 months probation. Fine just over $1,000.
Isn't that incredible that somebody like him, for those types of infractions, is only going to pay $1,000? We were at a point where it started off, I swear, it could have been years in prison. Then with what he was facing after he pleaded down, it was going to be possibly 6 months.
Well, I don't know
Instead,
how
it's $1,000 fine in probation.
You break into someone's apartment. Okay, whether or not you have a relationship with that person is irrelevant. They don't want you in there.
You're not welcome.
You break into their apartment. You threaten her.
You threaten yourself.
You threaten
make
yourself
a big giant scene
with, a knife. Now, who cares what kind of knife it is? Well, was it a Ginsu knife? Was it sharp? Did it cut a can? Who cares? You're still breaking into someone's place. You've got a rudimentary weapon of some kind, and that's 2 misdemeanors and some probation? I don't understand the legal system. I really don't
get it either.
I don't get it, man.
Malicious use of a telecommunications device?
What is
and
that?
Trespassing?
What does
that
that
means
mean?
using a phone. Why do we have to come up with terminology like that?
Now, the woman whose name I've forgotten,
Shivers,
Maria Shrivers, says that the sentence does not reflect the harm done to me. He broke into my apartment crying, yelling, enraged, came at me with knives. I was threatened, and I feared for my life.
And look, I don't begin to know anything about, how the relationship really did start in those walls. There are people up there in Michigan that do know the answers to that, whether it was completely mutual or whether she felt pressure. But the statement that she put out recently alluded to that she was between a rock and a hard place with this and didn't know what to do. Bottom line is, Sharon Moore, he is the head coach. He is the guy with the power in this situation. And to throw it all away like that, to do that to your family, is simply incredible. And it does seem like he's getting off scot-free, but the ramifications for him professionally, I think, are going to last many, many, many more years. What if you envisioned him getting back into the coaching game?
He's not coaching again.
I mean, he would have to start very, very small, maybe even go Division II, Division III route.
Here's what the judge said. He says, I don't believe when I look at the entirety of the situation that incarceration should be appropriate. I warn you, Mr. Moore, should there be a violation, all bets are off. I don't like sending people to jail, but I don't have a problem doing it. I was searching to see if we have the 911 audio in our system, and we do. Let's take a listen.
Well, I woke up to go get me a cold pop, and then I thought somebody was barbecuing. I said, oh, Lord Jesus, it's a fire. Then I ran out. I didn't grab no shoes or nothing, Jesus. I ran for my life. And then the smoke got me. I got bronchitis. Ain't nobody got time for that.
I could hear that 1,000 times.
2 things for you.
And never get sick of it.
2 things for you. Thank you for doing it. I knew you were not playing a 911 clip, and I knew it wasn't going to be, well, how you doing, little partner?
You already did that today. You ruined it.
I didn't ruin it.
Did. It was terrible. Terrible placement by you.
Don't say that.
It was a disappointment. Teddy, was it terrible today?
Rude.
I don't know if it was terrible, but it was not up to standard.
Okay.
Well, I apologize. At least I wasn't just trying to jam it in. Instead of saying, I love my windows. Boop. Well, how you doing, little partner? I mean,
yeah, it wasn't the worst one we've had. It was the next to worst.
I at least put it into what was supposed to be a
with
clip
my wife.
With a set. I had some setup involved in it.
You messed up today, but you've got to go back
And see what you did was.
I'm committed. I'm trying. Acknowledge that.
It's even worse.
I said, Lord Jesus.
I said, oh, Lord Jesus, it's a fire.
Back page.
The back page.
Sponsored by Care Heating and Cooling. When you need a company you can trust, call 1-800-COOLING.
Here is one of my more favorite clips. We're talking about the NFL draft. That's next week for Timmy Time back there. And in the 1994 draft, this was just when Mel Kiper Jr. was still kind of cutting his teeth. I mean, he was on the national coverage, but Bill Tobin of the Colts back then, you remember this?
I remember.
Really went after him over the subject of Trev Alberts, who they did take. And Mel Kiper really wanted them to take Trent Dilfer. Dilfer wound up winning a Super Bowl, but I mean, his stats were what they were as a QB. But this is how that back and forth went.
My knowledge of him, he's never ever put on a jockstrap. He's never been a coach. He's never been a scout. He's never been an administrator. And all of a sudden, he's an expert. He's in our papers 2 days ago telling us who we have to take. We don't have to take anybody that Mel Kiper says we have to take. Mel Kiper has no more credentials to do what he's doing than my neighbor, and my neighbor's a postman, and he doesn't even have season tickets to the NFL.
No, Kiper. Bill Tobin obviously not going out to dinner tonight.
Well, Chris, I'll tell you, I'm secure in my position. Obviously, Bill Tobin is not very secure in his position. To me, it's a mistake. You cannot go with Jim Harbaugh and pass up Trent Dilfer. Forget it. That's why the Colts are the laughingstock of the league year in and year out.
So Mel and Bill, they dug in, they went after it, and Kiper has turned that into his thing. When you think about niche guys in sports media, I don't know if there's another guy at the top of the mountain than Mel Kiper when it comes to him just covering the NFL draft. Later on, more things like that have started to come out. I mean, as the years went by, Joe Lunardi made a career out of doing bracketology for ESPN, for following bracket releases all season long. And I know there's many, many more I can't think of at this time, but that was certainly
Todd
one
McShay,
of them.
right?
Todd McShay, but that, again, it falls in line with Mel Kiper because Mel was doing the draft, and there's been plenty of draft gurus that have followed in his footsteps. Todd.
If one of these two guys could give Mel Kiper a reach around, which one do you think he would take? Trent Dilfer or Shedeur Sanders?
Oh, Shedeur, easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Younger,
not even
softer
close.
skin.
Oh, I mean, he was as in on Shedeur Sanders as he has been
Still
on any
is.
prospect.
Still is.
Oh, I'm sure. Not giving up the hope right here.
All right, Buckeye show's next. Jackets time at 6:30. We're back tomorrow for a big Wednesday, good, clean Wednesday show. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview. Come for the pizza, stay for the dive.
Southbound 71 at Frank Road, there is an accident blocking the left 2 lanes. About a 35-minute delay back from Green Lawn. Eastbound I-70 accident in the construction zone after State Route 142. That's got the left lane blocked off with over an hour's worth of delays. This report is sponsored by Ohio Basement Authority, your local expert. Are your floors sagging? Are musty smells reeking throughout your home? Contact Ohio Basement Authority, the crawl space repair experts. Get your free inspection today. Learn more at ohiobasementauthority.com.